Yo, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel, man. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are live for the MUFC Unfiltered podcast here Sunday night. And yeah, man, a draw. Probably should have lost it in the end. That's 1 point now out of 6. United off to a bad start again in the Premier League. So much to unpack, so much to talk about. You know what I mean? Not only on the pitch, but off the pitch. Absolute clueless manager, speaking waffle, absolute rubbish. But we'll speak about it. We'll talk about it. Flawless isn't here today. You know what I mean? He would have probably cooked me today, but he isn't here. He's at the carnival. Shout out to Flawless, man. You know what I mean? Everyone at Nottingham Carnival, big up to you. And yeah, man. Yeah, my voice is gone because this club, man, is pissing me off. That's why. Big up to you, Ash. How are you, first and foremost? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, United ruining life again. Do you know what I mean? You know, try and enjoy it, but frustrated, mate. Just frustrated. I'm sure we'll talk on it here. And glad to be here as always, and to be chatting with a chat and Double A, and shout out to Flawless at the festival and all that, and yourself, Saeed. But yeah, it's just frustrating, innit? Do you know what I mean? Frustrating. You think you might have glimpses of hope. Do you know what I mean? You know, a bit of light at the end of the tunnel, and then bam, shut. You know, darkness again. You know, hello darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk to you again.
Yeah, big up to you, bro. We've got Double A as well in the building. Double A looking fresh. It looks like Man United aren't fresh, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, how are you on a personal level? 1 week without Man United, was that enough?
Bro, the only stress in my life is Manchester United. I'll be honest with you. Well, I say that. It's not true. But slightly is true. It's more, the most stress I get in life is from this goddamn football team, bro. I don't... we've been away for 2-3 months and nothing's changed. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, everything's the same. But other than that, obviously, it's always great to be on the Unfiltered podcast. Good to be with my brothers, yourself, Saeed, and obviously my twin, Ash, and the best chat on YouTube. I mean, you said there's a lot to unpack, but I think it's... what I need to say, bro, if people are here for anything other than negative talk tonight, I don't think you should be here. I'll be genuinely honest. If you're expecting positivity and look on the bright side, I think you're on the wrong stream tonight, guys, because I don't think...
You know what I will say, though? You know what I will say? Shall we just get done with within the first 10 minutes? Shall we just talk about the first 10 minutes and then we can move on? Because that was about the best Man United had in that game. 2 chances, 2 big moments. United should have been 2-0 up, but where did Man United go from there? The Cunha chance hit the post. He was unlucky. The other goal, the other chance Should he have buried it? I think he should have, if I'm being honest with you. Cunha's got a score there. After that, I don't remember a chance, guys. I'll be honest with you. And then the penalty, which we will talk about as well, but that was it. 10 minutes where United looked decent, and that was it. That was it, guys.
It was exciting that first 10 minutes, though, weren't it? Do you know what I mean? That first 10 minutes was exciting, going in there, seeing us playing a little bit of football. Do you know what I mean? Having shots and that. It was as quickly over as this talk will be about it. Do you know what I mean? Because that was it. It was like what, 5-6 minutes of football, good football, and then nothing afterwards. So I mean,
but why can't
you know what's wild? Go on, sorry.
Why does it all just disappear after 10 minutes?
I don't know. I don't know.
I can't get it around my head as to why you start off so well and you start to look like you're piecing things together finally. There's a little bit of connection on the pitch, and then after 10 minutes, it wasn't even like Fulham started battering us, and it's because of that. We just dropped off a cliff and we just stopped playing.
You know what I think it is? You know what it's like? It's like a little kid going, punch a bigger kid, punch him 1-2 times, think, oh, yeah, now we ain't got anything here. Do you know what I mean? We better just stop. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it was. It was like we had a couple of chances and then we just looked knackered. We just gave in after that, and that was us done.
Oh, we got found out. We got found out, to be honest with you. Fulham found out how we play, and then he sussed us out. We're easily sussed out, man. That's the reality. If we don't do what we need to do early on, we're finished. But how can you it's almost like Man United have to I don't know, man. It's crazy. How can we not be a team, that plays for the whole 90 minutes? Or at least more than 20? You can't just get found out after 10 or 15 minutes.
It's crazy.
It's mad. That comes from within, though. That comes from the players' belief of what they're actually trying to do. Do they go and press? Do they not? What's the midfield? There's so many problems in this Man United team. They go back to hoofball. Oh, let's just play it long. Yeah, it's worked out one time in Bayende, but it's hoof. If it's not Casemiro, it's Bruno. If it's not Lenny Yoro, it's De Ligt. Just hoofing it, man. It's not a game plan. It's not a game plan.
If that's what we're doing, then we wasted 120 million on Mbeumo and Cunha, because they're the last two players you want to be doing that to. How we've gone and bought two of the best attackers from the Premier League last season, and already they look shit. They look part of what we've already had last. They just look like what we do to every single player already. And I'm not crashing on them two at all. It's 100%
no.
100% not their fault. But where's the coaching into getting these two players balling out for Manchester United? There is absolutely none. And that's and one thing that is absolutely 100% going to kill this man is his stubbornness to not adapt. And I think the one league, 100% the one league you need to be able to adapt to is the Premier League. Because like you said, you will get found out after 10 minutes and then you are cooked. Like I said it going back to Anthony when he first started. And my big worry about Anthony was, if you don't figure out how to use your right foot, how clever the defenders are in the Premier League, they will figure you out. And he got figured out. There's no different for a manager. And I think Amorim, as much as you love this, he don't say it's the system, does he? It's his way of playing. The way you back this yourself on this way of playing is ultimately going to cost you this Manchester United job. 100% going to cost you the job,
bro. This is shocking, man. 24.1%. The manager has now a Premier League win percentage of 24.1. 7 wins in 29. The exact same percentage as Neil Warnock, 24 out of 112 games, who was twice relegated from the League. What is this, man? What are we doing?
The scary part about it? I actually think Neil Warnock could probably get more out of this team. Do you know what I mean?
Of course he would. He'd get more out of this team, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, it's basic coaching, man. Yes, I understand there's a team now this is why I'm not buying into we've got shit players anymore. If you lot in the chat, are gonna tell me we have shit players, I swear down. Don't watch my United Football Club again. We don't have shit players.
Say we do have shit players though.
No, we don't.
No, we do, bro. So
We don't. No, Double A,
bro.
We
Oh,
don't,
come
yeah.
on, bro.
No, I'm not hearing this, Double A.
Come on, bro.
We don't have a team that can't win against Fulham. We don't have a team that finished 15th last season. We don't have that, bro. We have players that are good enough to be playing good football and winning games. I'm sorry, Double A. I'm not hearing that.
Listen, I think we have a core of decent to very good players, but we have some shit in that team, mate.
Who are you taking from the Fulham team? Who are you taking from the Fulham team?
Who am I taking from Fulham's team?
Today's game.
I think Iwobi does bits in our team the way he played today.
Ahead of who? Mbumo Cunha, because that's why he's playing in the United team.
Now you take Anderson at the back.
You know what? The thing is though, I think Iwobi is a better 8.
I'm taking Sander Berge.
Yeah.
I'm probably taking the midfielder. And that is it.
Leno,
Anthony Robinson.
I'm taking Leno over
The point is, right? You're not taking that many players from Fulham. Why do Fulham look better when you're not taking majority of their players? Why do they look better?
That's back. No, there's two different points. Yes, I'm not disagreeing that they're not a better coach team. Absolutely they are. But I'm not going to turn around and start saying, here, Maguire, Delo, Bruno, Casemiro.
Maguire's not playing.
He played. But what I'm saying we still have shit players in the squad. We still have
I'm
players.
saying to you, the 11
and he's being relied on. But he's being relied on to come on and fucking save us, Saeed. He's being asked to come on.
But who's doing that though? That's what I'm saying to you. Who's bringing them on?
I understand this is what I'm saying, but he still shouldn't be at the club, is what I'm saying. Like, I don't see how all the players we had, that same squad, we finished 15th. Not one of them has gone. Not one of them has gone, mate. And
but I hear that point.
Luke Shaw starting in 2025 is diabolical, mate, and he shouldn't be anywhere near the club. I think you think I'm fighting your point. I'm not. I'm agreeing with it. But at the same time, I can see it from both sides. We have got shit players. We can't say we haven't got shit players. At the same time, Amorim is doing nothing to get anything out of them, and they're made to look even worse because even a half decent or a better coach than Amorim would make these shit players look at least a little bit decent because we saw Ten Hag do it in that first season.
And that's the side of a top manager. I'm not saying to you, turn water into wine. But I'm sorry,
some fans think they would, but some fans think that he would. A manager would take this team to 5th. They wouldn't.
But it's better than 15, 16, no Double A. And you look, plenty of top managers have had bad players. Do you know what I mean? You know, you've seen it over the years. You look at Inzaghi, Inter, and that. You know, dealing with our cast-offs like Darmian and Mkhitaryan. Do you know what I mean? You know, players who are way past it. You know. It's one of those where, okay, we've got a couple of bad players, but the better players around them should be able to lift them to be a level that's just good enough to get us across the line. Do you know what I mean? And against Fulham, we played way off it. We were poor. Like, there was large parts of that game, Fulham were a better team.
Does it have to come down to coaching then for these leaders on the pitch to step up and do better?
I think it does come down to coaching. I think
it all comes down to coaching, mate. Because these players are meant to be internationals, playing in World Cups, who have won league titles. They should know on the pitch to do their job, regardless of what the manager's telling them on the sideline. But we don't see any of it, mate. They're gone after 10 minutes. So where's the leadership on the pitch?
Yeah, but I understand that leadership. But he's by the way, he's enabling Bruno Fernandes to stay on the pitch. Even if he doesn't have a shit performance, he's staying on the football pitch. But I'm sorry, yes, the players are there. And there's individual moments you can talk about and they should do better, like Cunha. But if there's not a plan, look at the manager of Fulham today. They don't have the majority of their team. It's not better than Man United. So I'm not hearing we don't have a team capable today to beat Fulham. We just didn't have a plan. We broke down after 10 minutes. It was hoofball. It was run around, don't do anything. It was aimless football, and that was it. Whereas this other manager, it will be said that they trained to get in between our midfielders, because they knew not only the midfielders were weak in that position, but also the centre-back would not get dragged into midfield and basically cover. They trained on it. Training. Because what the manager said, listen, this is what we're doing. This is the game plan. What was Amorim's plan today? Tell me.
We've not seen a plan since he's been
There was no plan.
I don't think there's been a plan since he's been here.
No plan.
It's the same plan. It's the same plan, though. That's the problem. It's the
But
same
you've got
plan.
better players now, though. You've got better players now, though.
It was the same plan as Ten Hag, though. He had no plan either. It was vibes football, get through every game. It's the same thing again and again. And this is why I'm not just putting it down to a shit coach. I'm putting it down to the players as well, because they did the exact same thing. And we said this with Ten Hag.
You're blaming one player. Who are you blaming?
Can I say something on Double E? I've just seen Thomas Frank go to Tottenham, yeah, and change the whole identity of Spurs. And they're the same players. Tottenham's players are not great. I looked at that Tottenham side yesterday. Their players are not way better than Manchester United. He's gone in there and changed the identity after 2 games. They've won at City after 2 games. They've won back-to-back games after 2 games. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not hearing the players.
It's a collective, bro. Well, I think what you're thinking is I'm backing Amorim. I'm absolutely not, because he's got a lot of crimes to answer for. What I'm saying is, we have to look at it as a whole thing. Because even if Amorim gets sacked and we bring in Iraola, whoever, I still want half of this squad fucking gone because they're shit. And I'm not letting the players get off with it, mate, because they are shit.
But nobody's letting the players get off with it. Nobody's letting the players.
You're saying if we have Neil Warnock, we're getting Champions League football.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, I'm looking at the manager now, because this is not a shit team. We don't have a
look at the manager. Team. We should have been looking at the manager. No, but we do, because this team right now, is capable of winning points. The manager's not got back-to-back wins. What are we doing here? Thomas Frank has got a team where they finish 17th, below us. But yet you can see the improvement in the players that weren't performing last season. Again, I'm not saying these players should be here forever. All I'm saying, we're seeing a level of coaching that allows them to perform at a better standard. That's what managers do. That's their job. I didn't look at a player. I looked at a couple of players today and I thought, you were poor today. You were poor, but we were collectively poor as a team. I'm not going to blame individuals today. Yes, Bruno Fernandes was a big reason, and we've said that so many times. But collectively today, we didn't play well as a team, bro. That's why I'm going to look at the manager. I'm like, yo, what are you doing, bro? What are you on? I 100% agree. And this is, people seem to think I'm like backing the manager here, and I am. Really
no. I'm just saying it.
What I'm saying is, I am, for me, and you know this, like, for me, watching these same players again and again and again and again do nothing to try and change the game, because people talk about going against the manager if they feel like something's wrong, to do something right. We don't see any fight from these players whatsoever, and I'm tired of not seeing fight in this team. I'm just getting steamrolled wherever we go. And
is it fight or is it quality? Is it fight or is it quality? I don't think it's down to
both. I think it comes.
No, I don't think it's down to fight. I think these guys are trying. But at the end of the day, it's not. If that's trying, I genuinely think for me, I don't think today was a case of not trying today. Am I lying here?
In that second half, we were not a threat at all. Absolutely.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean
why weren't we a threat though? Why weren't we a threat though, Double A? Why we weren't a threat? Because Fulham was all over us. They had spaces everywhere, and they was all over us. They shut us down loads.
You need your captain to take the game out of scruff of the neck. He was absolutely anonymous in that second half.
Double A.
You can't rely on one player to take the game by the neck. But
we used to. Roy Keane used to do it every single game, bro. And he'd kick people up the ass and get the team moving forward.
Football's not like that anymore. Do you know what I mean? It's about structure. It's about system. It's about allowing space. A big example is look at Mbermo out wide. And Mbermo, Frank would allow. Well, Frank, look at Frank. Thomas Frank would give Mbermo space down that right-hand side, and he'd have space and have players around him and options. And Mbermo today, whenever he got the ball, he was pressed, he was closed down. But not only that, he had no options. He had no idea to go, right, who can I pass it to now? Because Bruno wasn't supporting Casemiro. They wasn't in the correct formation, in the right shape. Do you know what I mean? That would enable him to beat Fulham. Do you know what I mean? It was predictable, and you heard Iwobi say it. Do you know what I mean? They were predictable. We could get behind the men because Marco Silva understood how to nullify Amorim's tactics. That's just it. The bare facts of it is that Amorim's tactics are pretty basic and it's easy. Oh. You just stop your 2 wide players and the midfielder. You just get 3 men on there. Bam, you're done. That's it. Do you know what I mean? That is it. And we've got nothing else other than that. So as long as you shut down that right hand side with Mbermo, he's got no options. He's got nothing to do. All you're relying on is individual magic to kind of take on 2 or 3 men, and that's just not going to happen. It was just. Amrin, unfortunately, his tactics, which is amazing considering how well he did over in Sporting, is just not good enough for the Premier League. He's come up against managers like Marco Silva, like the rest of them who are just better managers than him. You look at the amount of space that Fulham had today. You're telling me these players, like, you put them you put Casemiro in a back and you get free in the midfield. Like, we can't control games better. You will be saying the same thing. We're going to be able to run through them and get past them and get in behind them.
And
that's not happening.
This is my problem with the manager, mate, because you spent 60 million on a striker, you're not starting him. And then
I can understand that. No, I can understand that because we did that with Rasmus. No, because we threw Rasmus in and Rasmus, like, his head was gone after a couple of weeks. Do you know what I mean? Whereas I can understand he's trying to bed Sesko in. He's trying to bring him in slow. I get that.
We haven't got time to bed players in, bro. We need to go from the jump. This is what I mean.
But that's why we should be buying Sesko in. That's why we should be buying guaranteed strikers, because I was never a big fan of signing Sesko in the first place. I believe that we should have bought someone who's a little bit more.
It doesn't matter who we buy. You buy a striker. You play him because you're leaving your other striker. He's not even in the fucking squad, bro. So what are we doing then? You can't be starting Mount as a false nine or Cunha.
I agree with that.
What are we doing? This is why I'm
when he brought him on, what did he do?
That's managers' decisions.
We're not even putting crosses.
Yeah, we didn't even support him anyway.
Can I say one important thing, guys? One important thing. Do you know what was most alarming for me? Yeah, was when Mason Mount went into a pivot with Bruno Fernandes. I've been told, hold on, guys, listen. I've been told that Kobe Mainoo can't play in a midfield two with Bruno because he doesn't complement him, but Mason Mount does. How? Someone let me know on what planet is that United should be lined up in 2025 with Mason Mount and Bruno Fernandes as our midfield two. What is going on there? Kobe can't see the pitch, but Mason Mount can go back into midfield.
He said his backup. This clown of a manager is saying he's backup to Bruno. But you ain't going to drop Bruno. What's this manager on? Seriously. The guy saying he's backup for Mainoo. They're in the same position. Brother, you ain't going to drop Bruno Fernandes. This man's a liar now. He's actually getting found out. And I'm glad. Stop this nice gimmick, Amrin. This ain't no nice guy, man, anymore, man. I'm done with this nice guy gimmick. Oh, he speaks well. He's speaking bollocks, man. Seriously, I've had enough, man. Been hearing all this shit. PR, nice, this and that, bro. What he's doing, what he's saying is fundamentally crazy. He's saying Bruno effectively can't play. But everyone else is seeing it as, but yeah, he's playing for Bruno's position. Bruno then is basically, what is he then? Is he going to play every game? Because he's not going to take him off. He ain't going to drop him. So what is the manager saying? We need to really, really deep.
You know what's crazy though? You know what's crazy as well, yeah? When you deep it as well, people are going to go on about Bruno, but let's talk about Casemiro as well. Under 70% passing today. Under 70% as our number 6. This guy is playing in our midfield. We had Lukic and Sander Berg absolutely bossed. That second half was disgrace, bro. Absolute disgrace. And United were linked to Belieber. We need to address this position. It's all good going getting a new front three and a goalkeeper. I am seeing us getting bypassed every single game. It's all we performed well against Arsenal. Where was the performance today? I don't understand how you go from the first 20 minutes where we see interchanging football, attacking football. All of a sudden, what's happened? The rest of the game was dire. It was so bad. That second half, especially, man. I just don't understand it, honestly.
Listen, I had a feeling Casemiro will be fouled out this season. It's not fair on the guy. He shouldn't be there. United should have bought 2 midfielders in the summer. A, get rid of Bruno Fernandes, and B, buy another midfielder. We said it. Really, Casemiro shouldn't be there. The manager has got to understand that. We don't need to be. In a 2-man midfield, it's an absolute suicide mission. You are playing with fire. Casemiro, who hasn't got the legs, versus Bruno, who wants to play hot potato and isn't there to track runners. What are you doing? It's pointless. That's why I'm like, Casemiro there, Casemiro not there. It's absolutely suicide. The 2 in midfield are just not good enough. And whether we like the system or not, that midfield's been neglected. We have 1 week now to do something. 1 week. We're leaving it late to buy a midfielder. Oh, you must have forget the season, man.
Yeah. I don't know why this summer we've gone and bought 2 10s when there's 4 at the club already. And now with shoehorning, obviously Bruno becoming, we saw it last season. He was shoehorning Bruno as a number 8, which he's clearly got to stick with. But you're right, Charles. As soon as I saw it was Mount and Bruno as the double pivot. I knew then either he doesn't give a fuck and he's doing what he wants, which clearly the manager you pretty much can do. But listen, I'm not even going to start like the manager has to pick the players he wants. Yeah, obviously that's what managers do. But when you've got Agate who I don't even rate and Mainu, who has been a pretty good player for you, and as well as the previous manager, to not get a minute in 2 games, and you come out with some bullshit about he needs to fight for his place. How can he fight for his place if you don't get on the pitch, you dick? What's he meant to do then? If he can't play and show you that he's ready to play, what is he meant to do? Because like you say, if you're happy to leave Mason Mount on, you can do a couple of flicks in 5 minutes and then goes for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
And you start playing midfield. Then I'm sorry, my friend. You like Saeed said, you're talking absolute shit, and nothing you can say to me after that holds any weight because you're talking out your ass. Because everyone, and I mean everyone who watched that game, and every game that we've probably seen for United in the last year, knows our biggest mistake is midfield, and we get overrun in midfield all the time, and we have no control. We don't have no progression in the midfield. We're absolutely dire. So how can we go another season without addressing it correctly and go and spend? And I love Mbumo and I love Cunha, great players. And if we didn't have Mount, Xerxes, Ahmad, and that, or we could get rid of Mount and we could get rid of Bruno, we get them in. Again, it goes back. I don't know why. There's a thing with Manchester United where we just continue to forget the midfield. We did it when Keane went. We did it for a little bit. We did it with Carrick when he's gone. Scholes when he's went. We don't address them. It's like we don't give a shit about it because it's Manchester United. We'll score 4. If you score 3, we'll score 4. And the defence is solid enough. It doesn't work. And every midfield we come up against, we make them look like the best midfield in the league.
Yeah, but we make everyone look so good, man.
Bro.
Fulham are not a good team, man. I'm not hearing Fulham are a good team. They're average. We're making them look good.
Do you know what's crazy?
You say they're not a good team, and the last 4 games they beat us twice. Do you know what I mean?
No, but
that's our level, though. It shouldn't be, but that's our level.
We're 50.
Hear this out, though, guys. How is when your guys come on the pitch, we even look even worse defensively? That's another thing for me. It's like I don't understand it. I don't understand. These men had Lukic and Berg, Harry Wilson running rings in that second half. We couldn't get near them. We didn't even look. If there was one winner in that game, it looked like Fulham. And I don't understand.
Fulham, thank you.
20 minutes, we look good. Cunha should have scored. Doesn't score, and then all of a sudden the game's flipped. We called for Ahmad to come in the lineup. You referred to it. We've got effectively this number 10 issue now. It's a massive problem. Where does Ahmad fit? He was our best player last season. All of a sudden it doesn't look too great with Mbumo. I know it's early days, but they keep getting in each other's way. We look better with Dalot on, and then Dalot comes on, loses the ball. De Ligt, as the central centre back, leaves the ball. What?
I think it was Bruno. It was Bruno.
It was Bruno. No. Shells. Yeah, Bruno's not tracking his run.
But De Ligt leaves it thinking the keeper's got it. I get what you're saying, Shells, but Bruno should be tracking that run all day long.
Oh, I agree, but still, the immediate danger is there. You're the central. Maguire's cleaning that out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Maguire's big fan. It's like I get Bruno's lost his man. Bruno was at fault. I get it, but there's other stuff in that build-up that you can do to avoid that goal. It's not just one mistake. Collectively, we're just so weak. When we was even up 1-0, did we ever think we was going to get a second goal? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, why is there
we scammed the first goal, bro. So let's be honest with ourselves. It wasn't like we fully deserved that goal.
This was it. Well, it will be got the ball here. Obviously, I get what you mean here. You know what I mean?
De Ligt should be looking to clear. De Ligt should be looking to clear that.
2v2 there, though.
But before this as well, Dalot loses the ball. No one's on him. No pressure.
You know what? F that Dalot, man. I'm done with that, brother. Yeah. Anyone who backs that Dalot, man, get out of my face. Done with you lot, Dalot. But here, all I'm saying to you guys here, for me, if Bruno tracks his runner, there ain't no goal. Make it difficult at least.
You know what though, Saeed? Saeed, he doesn't have to track his runner. All he has to do is get his body in front of his runner to block the run. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't even have to. He just has to be a bit smarter. Do you know what I mean? Get your body in there. So use yourself as a shield. Stop that run into the box. That's all you got to do. He doesn't. He just allows him to walk right past him. Doesn't even pay any attention. Bam, goal.
But how many times have we seen that? Again, it's another thing with Manchester United. We've done this consistently. If it's not. if it's not a pullback goal, it's midfielders losing runners every single time. It's a Achilles heel that they just, again, comes down to coaching. What are we doing to cut this out? Nothing seems to be done or worked on in the week for it to change, and it'll continue to happen because, again, we don't address the problems in the team, do we? We just stack up in one area of the pitch and can't even get them in the game to play football.
Bro, the subs, man. He brought on, who did he bring on? Dallo and
Sesko
in the 50th minute. Yeah?
Yeah.
Dallo had zero impact in the game. Yeah? He actually made his worse. Sesko, I felt sorry for him. He had no service. I thought he linked up, played well. He tried to get the ball, spray it out on the other side. Didn't get anything. Didn't get a sniff in the game. Who else do we bring on? Ugarte. That brother is clueless. He looks lost out there. Didn't do nothing. Then, the worst bit of it all. And for me, I don't know why at the time, yeah, I was actually for it because I remember me and Nuruddin. I was so desperate, guys, yeah. This is how desperate I am for a win. I'm looking at Maguire thinking, let's just get the ball and let's win a corner and let's get a result. I swear down, man, them. I don't want that anymore. If we lose, fuck it, bro. I don't care, guys. I cannot be having in 2025 Maguire, hoofball, let's win it. Is this the idea, guys? Is this what we want? We want to really do this. What is it's embarrassing? Bring on two defenders so we can try and win the game through a header. It's absolutely a joke, man. And I'm sorry, we did not sack Ten Hag to go and do this. Did we or did we not? Did we sack Ten Hag?
Ten Hag was doing it. Ten Hag was doing it.
That's what I'm saying. So I have to get the same energy.
But nothing's changed.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what
I agree. And I'm here with you, bro. I'm there with you. We have to keep the same energy.
I'm sorry, guys.
I don't want to see that. Maguire should not be coming on
to
win the game for Man United. No way.
I don't want to see that, bro. Because I'm laughing at Arsenal. I'm laughing at all these clubs. I look like a hypocrite. I do not want to see this sort of football. He had Xerxes and Mainu. I'm sorry, man. Not only should he brought them early on here, but Xerxes and Mainu can do something. Whether it's in around the edge of the box, whether it's a little flick on, whether it's something on the left-hand side where they get isolated and they shoot outside the box, something they can do better than Heaven and Maguire. I'm sorry, man. The ball in the air, you don't have control. When the ball's on the floor, I have more control. Yes or no, madam? When I have the ball to my feet, I can do a lot more than in the air where it's 50-50, where the ball can land in a certain angle, where, you see what I'm saying, madam? On the floor, Mainu and flipping Xerxes would have done a lot more.
It's worrying to me that it's massively worrying to me. You're reverting to desperation tactics in the second game of the season. Like, This is like FA. That's what you do at an FA Cup semi-final. Yeah, when you're losing, you throw the big man up top to try and get a goal. Second game of the season, we are throwing the big man up to try and get a winner. That shows me, and the world, the game plan just isn't there. You do not have a fucking clue what you are setting out this team to do from minute one, and then you get into the 95th minute. You're looking for Maguire to nod it down. You look. It was the Lyon game, wasn't it, at Old Trafford?
Yeah, but that's
when all that was happening.
We're down. It's a cup game. I understand that. Sort of tactics.
But that should have been a norm. It shouldn't be the go-to thing. We should be playing football.
Yeah, it's a one-off.
It's a one-off. You spent 120 odd million on two of the best attackers in the league who haven't got 60 million on a striker. You don't feed him the ball once yet. You're going to throw the ball in for Maguire. Make it make sense, mate. Like what is actually going on? And everything you're saying is correct. It all starts on the training pitch, and it doesn't seem like he's doing anything at all. And the players can't change anything either. It's disgusting. It's boring. It's boring to talk about again and again and again and again.
It's got to be frustrating for the players as well, because he said in his press conference something about the players switched off. They weren't playing possession football, and they weren't going for it after we scored the first goal. But then his substitutions are all pragmatic, all defensive. So the hypocrisy there in that statement.
Oh man, I swear down, man. I don't want to go mad, man. Like, this guy's a hypocrite now, man. He's a walking hypocrite, bro. My man is literally saying after the goal, we were very, very much a case of we forgot about the game. Yeah, because that's how we play. This is how we play, guys. We literally, when we are in our good moments, it can look good. But when shit hits the fan, yeah, and the team figures us out. That's the worst thing about it, guys. When a team figures us out, yeah, and it could be 10, it could be 20 minutes, it's game over for United. It's absolutely game over because all they do is they say, you know what? Yeah, I know what they're going to do now. They're going to get the ball down here. They're going to go down here. This guy's going to pick up this position. We know what they're about. So that's where I'm like, this can't be a manager of Man United getting figured out with the players we've got, with the attack. Cunha, Mbeumo, Sesko. How can all three of them have an off day today? How? It's impossible. How can Dorgu and Ahmad have an off day? How can they? How many attackers have I just mentioned there now that can go forward? 5 attackers that don't have the ability to go up the pitch, create chances. You tell me how that happens, bro. It's inexcusable. No other team allows that to happen. But Tottenham can go to Man City and do what they did and pressure Man City up the pitch and dictate the game to them. Have Paulinho running around, moving to the players. Come on, man, guys, man. Paulinho, none of you's wanted Paulinho. But how does he look good in their system?
I'd have taken Paulinho, bro.
No, but you get my point, though, innit? None of us were saying, let's go and get Paulinho.
Yeah, he's the answer.
Let's go and get Paulinho. He's the answer. But what's the manager doing with them? What's Frank doing over there? Why is he getting the best out of Paulinho? Why is he allowed to play in a system where, you know what? They're pressuring them. They're pressuring them. They're doing it for 90 minutes. I didn't see Tottenham, for once, stop what they were doing. There was an intensity. There was a pressure. There was a clear game plan to keep doing that to Man City. Every time Man City tried to play at the back, they went and pressed them up the pitch. They did it for 90 minutes. But apparently we got bad players.
Frank knows how to adapt, Saeed. That's the difference. Do you know what I mean? He adapts and he changes and he switches depending on his opponent. Whereas you look at Amram, it's the same structure, same game every single game. There's nothing that changes. He's so stubborn in his formation and his midfield too. Won't put an extra body in there just to control possession. He doesn't even adapt in games, which is frustrating. It's still if it's not working, it's just not working. He's just going to allow it to play out. And then, like we've said, you know, he's launching the ball long to Maguire. That's all he can do. I genuinely don't believe he understands football as well as he thinks he understands football. And I think it's a case of we're just going to have to wait it out now. It's one of those. We're in the same position we are now than we were 18 months ago with Ten Hag. We all know what's happening. We all know he's not good enough, and we all know he can't do the job. You know, no matter what plays he's going to get in there, his tactics just aren't good enough.
Who's he improved in his team?
He's not improved a single player. There's not a single player. If anything, players have regressed under him. There's not one player that he's improved as.
Now, real talk, who is he actually improved? I don't know one player has improved, you know. I genuinely don't know one player he has improved.
No, you could even maybe say Ahmad's starting to regress now.
Regress, yeah.
He's starting to regress, Ahmad. Like one of his stars, he came in.
I'm not going to lie to you. I don't care what anybody says. Euro's good. Any manager, Euro's good.
Yeah,
Euro's good regardless. See what I mean, Shells? Euro's good regardless.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't know, man. Like today for me was like red flag, was alarming today. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I'm quite positive and I quite not reactionary. Do you know what I'm saying? But that second half was so bad, man. Seriously, it was so bad.
Shells, what you know, you're saying you're positive. What do you see positive in this? Do you know what I mean? Like,
no, I'm saying usually I'm the positive one. I try to find, but today, outside of the first 20 minutes, I couldn't tell you anything. Cunha could have scored, but then it's just like you said, Brian Mbeumo's been. We bought him in for 70 million. There's no adaptation period. But when he comes to the United team, it looks like he needs to adapt. Why do we make players feel uncomfortable? I don't understand. Any João Pedro has just come in doing his thing. Kudu's just coming in doing his thing. It's always an adaptation with United. I don't understand. Why can't we put our players in a position to succeed? And that comes from the manager. Because at the end of the day, what we're getting from this current team is it's not good enough. It's way better than what we're seeing. It's that simple. I looked at the side today and I thought, you know what? It's outside of Sesko not being in the line. It's all right. It's okay. It can get by. First 20 minutes, it looked good. Why can't we sustain that level of performance throughout the game? It's 20 minutes and it's done. Nothing else to see. It's just pure. It was so shit today, guys. It was shit. Let's be honest. It's
The
absolutely
midfield is a problem. I don't know what we're going to do because we're clearly not going to buy Belebo. That's apparent. We're not looking like we're getting any credible links to midfielders. It might be panic buys. You know what I mean? It might be. But I genuinely think for me, Bruno is a big problem. But yet, people don't want to see it. Go and look at my tweet, man. When I said Bruno Fernandes is a problem for this manager and it will eventually get him sacked. The amount of abuse I got, man, shame on you, man. I was looking out for the team. I ain't got no vendetta towards Man United. I support Man United. If I didn't support Man United, I wouldn't have a season ticket. I could see the problems Bruno had in midfield because he is not a 6, he's not a 10, he's not an 8. So therefore, you are shoehorning him into the Man United team because he's Bruno Fernandes. You're not shoehorning him in because he fits the system, because he complements the system, because he adds to the system. No, you're shoehorning him in because you believe he, A, is a captain and he's a leader, and B, because it's Bruno Fernandes. You haven't got the balls. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm actually gonna give you credit. You've took out Onana. You've took out Rashford. You've took out Garnacho. Why haven't you got the balls to take out Bruno Fernandes? Why? Obrigado? Now, real talk though. Is it obrigado? Is it because it's your countryman? Is it because you don't want to let your brother down? Is it? Because that's the only way I can think of. This, for me, other decisions, I think it was easy. This one is the toughest, but yet most brutal decision that will define your Manchester United tenure. Bruno Fernandes. Amarin, if you don't do that, you are gone. Because you know Bruno Fernandes can't do the job, but you're here saying, yo, Kobe Mainoo can't get in the team because Bruno Fernandes is there. What you are setting, what you are putting out there is dangerous. It is dangerous. And you, my friend, yeah, will not survive. Because what you're doing, yeah, you're saying a player cannot have a bad game. That's what you're saying, really. This player here can have the worst game possible, but yet he still will not be subbed off because we don't believe Kobe Mainoo is good enough. We don't believe Kobe Mainoo can add to the team. It's absolutely barbaric. And you know what, man? It's shocking, man. I can't believe today what he was spouting, bro. I swear down, bro. Before I gave him the grace, I was like, you know what, man? He comes across nice. I like the fact that he's owning up to his mistakes. Now, he's actually just taking a piss out of us, man. He's taking a piss out of us. He wouldn't mind getting sacked tomorrow. I'll be honest with you, man. He's a guy that's just waiting for the sack. And I'm like, I don't want to waste another season, guys. I don't want to waste another season. We got shit to do. And if this guy's saying, I don't mind getting sacked here, and it's my fault, well, piss off then, innit? It is what it is. It gets to that point now, man, where it's like, bro, like, if you're telling me the problems, but you're not defining solutions, I'm sorry, man. You're just taking the piss out of us. You're just taking the piss out of us. You really are, because we know the problems, but you don't want to solve them, and you don't want to address them, but yet things are going to get better. I feel good about the season. I'm excited. I don't get it. I don't get this manager anymore. He's so bipolar. He's so like, his arguments are not consistent. What he says doesn't add up, guys. I'll be honest with you. I've tried to understand it and be like, you know what? I can get what he's saying here. I can understand it from this point of view. But when I add shit up, oh guy, coming on, are you taking the piss? What does he do? What's he giving?
Do you not see that similar pattern, bro? Like this, everything you said there, you know, sticking by a player, coming out saying weird shit, like not consistent in anything. Bro, it's very reminiscent of Ten Hag, near the end of Ten Hag. Consistently picking Rashford all the time. Very you look at Amarin, very different. Amarin was very different to what he is now. You know, this whole breath of fresh air, sticking to what he believes in, saying certain things. All that's changed now. It's like he's towing the line. He's almost become Unitified, like every player does. He's just a company man now, and he's saying whatever he has to say to get through each game
Yeah.
We go again. We go again against Burnley or whoever we got next. Try and get the win, and when we don't, it's the same thing over and over again. I like you. I agree, mate. I cannot waste another season watching this.
Man.
And
I've given the manager 10 games. I ain't gonna lie to you. I might not survive after. If he doesn't win Burnley, he's got to go.
Now.
If he doesn't win Burnley, if he does not win Burnley, sack him then. I don't know. I'm being serious with you. If he doesn't win Burnley, sack him. Sack him.
I agree.
But we're going to win Burnley, but we're going to win Burnley 1-0, and it's going to be scrappy, and it's going to be awful. Do you know what I mean? It's not even going. You know how it's going to go.
But are we though, bro? Because we don't look good against anyone. Like people could talk about Arsenal the other day, yeah. Like, but Arsenal clearly were just a bit shell shocked, and you see him yesterday. If we played them again next week, they batter us, don't they? It's a different Arsenal that's turning up. So I don't have faith that we're gonna look good against anyone, bro. And I don't have faith. I had very low expectations of this season. I had a big chat with Saeed last week. I wasn't excited for the season until I saw the starting. Even in the starting lineup, I was still a bit. Do you know what I mean? Because I wanted Sesko to start to see a strike. But I mean, for someone who had low expectations, to even be even lower than that as I am now, takes some doing, mate. And I just one thing I have to say, the whole Amorim thing, and it's one thing I wanted to bring up. They've not technically bought any players for his system, have they? When you look at the players we've bought, because Mbeumo and Cunha don't have to play in his system. He's not really buying midfielders for his system.
No, yeah, you get what you mean. They're just good players. They're just good players.
So it's very easy. People say, "Oh yeah, but look we have to start again and pivot and do this."
No, we don't have to start again.
If we got rid of him tomorrow, it's very easy to go and play a different formation with the players. You know what I mean?
Double A, can I ask you, why do we need to get rid of him to play a different formation? I see Thomas Frank going from a back 3 to a back 4. Do you get what I'm saying?
Because this manager won't change.
Because he won't change.
You know what yourself, this manager won't change.
But what I'm saying is, we don't have to. But we don't have to play a different system. But I don't believe this is what Manchester United want. I don't believe they want the 3 at the back. I think they've gone for a man they thought everyone wanted. They've gone for a manager that was like Ten Hag. He was the hipster choice. We've gone and done it again, and then we realised shit, we're fucked up because the 3 at the back look shit.
Now they have to back him. Yeah, that's have to back him.
I don't personally believe if we sack him, we go for another 3 at the back manager. But I'm not saying we don't have to do it, but I just don't think they will. I just don't think they'll do it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, Rand. These are club signings. Go on, Charles. Yeah, go on, Charles.
Just saying, you didn't know the club didn't think they knew what Amorim's system was. They're not stupid. They knew Amorim plays with a back 3, so it's easy to say that now. But I agree with Rance's thing. It doesn't matter who the manager comes in next because, like you said, Cunha can easily play in any formation, and Mbeumo can easily play in any formation. But we can't effectively waste this season now. It's that simple. We'll give him the 10 games and go from there, man. Because end of the day, it's simply not good enough. We're looking at 28% win rate in the Premier League.
24
now. 28 points in 29 matches. Under a point per game. Like what is going
7
on?
Wins.
Seriously.
7 wins, bro.
7 wins.
No back-to-back games still yet. Because we ain't gonna beat Burnley and beat Man City. We ain't gonna do that. Do you know what I mean? Like, we ain't gonna do that. For me, like I said to you, losing games has become normal. Dropping points has become normal. Enough is enough now. I'm sorry, man. I don't give a shit if you keep telling me, oh, but Manchester United just keep sacking managers. What's the problem? I do not give a shit. I'm seriously now, man. These people that are talking about continuity, give time, bullshit.
It's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't survive at West Ham. Listen, at West Ham,
things I can't believe in. We cannot believe in what we're seeing. So I'm not going to blindly just say, you know what? Yeah, man, but it's about time. It's about patience. It's not about patience. It's about believing something. When you see it, face value, then I can believe it. Has Amorim given you anything? Has Amorim, for you guys, and you guys in the chat, given you anything to believe in? So what are these people blindly backing? What are you doing? Are they against us? No, hold on a minute. Are you lot United fans or are you not? Because for me right now, you're against us. You're not willing to be better. You're not willing to progress. You're against the football club. I'm sorry. You can talk to me about negativity and saying I'm toxic, but you're against us. You're enabling this. You're enabling things to be this, to be shit, to be what we are. So when you're blindly supporting and clapping this bullshit, you're toxic. You're the ones that are bringing the club down. I'm sorry, man. We need to call this shit out. Because at the end of the day, yeah, when people say, oh, but you can't just let the club down. You can't. You got to support the team. No, I will support the team when we see what fits right. Right now, this does not represent Manchester United Football Club. This is not what we are. We're not this club that wins 7 in 28. We're not that club. So why am I going to support this shit?
You shouldn't. And that's the worst thing.
Should we be seen as negative fans for saying that we're not sticking by this, we don't like this, and we don't want to be associated to this? I'm sorry, man. We should be associated to winning with style, and seeing a performance that matches to that. We need to be seeing that.
Because, Saeed, you're not a true fan unless you believe everything the club's telling you and blows up your ass. Do you know what I mean? This is like one thing I hate that's thrown at fans, and I had it with Ten Hag, I've had it with many managers, is the patience. Why should we be patient? Do you not think 10 years without a sniff of a title is being patient enough? Do you not think,
bro?
We know when we see shit's going wrong. We've had enough of it over 6-7 managers now of shit going wrong, and you can talk about the time is getting less and less, but you cannot tell me about a manager coming in November last year when we were shit anyway under Ten Hag, and we're getting worse. We're getting worse. The last thing we've got is getting relegated, bro. And the way we're going, this guy could very well get us relegated, mate. Like, so I should sit around and wait for that to happen, or can I, from the jump, after seeing no sign or no evidence that things are going to turn around, that the club can't get us out of this hole, why should I sit back and go week after week and sing this man's name? Because I'm not going to do it. I'm going to sit here with all you, man, and say the exact same thing. That if you cannot turn it round, you cannot correct your mistakes, you cannot adapt. Because if you do not adapt in the Premier League, you are basically a sitting duck. And at the moment, this guy's on the fairground with a kid with a gun pointing at him because he's just going to get shot off easily. Because he's nothing he's doing to change anything. No. You cannot change things in game. You are fucked, and we are looking fucked, mate. We could lose against Burnley, and you say if you don't win, you're out. If you don't win, you're done. We could very well lose at Burnley easily because it's that easy to play against United, bro.
We're at home, by the way. We're at home. Let me just get these super chats.
Does that matter? Does being at home matter?
Yeah, you know what? I should have said yeah.
Does being at home matter, bro?
Yeah. Sir Jack says, God could descend from heaven and still struggling playing with Bruno Fernandes in midfield. This manager's getting sacked by November unless he drops Bruno Fernandes. Takes 10 minutes for the other manager to figure it out. Facts. NSB says a Cam as a DM in a two-man field is wild. Man thinks he's in Portugal. Is it really impressive to make a top 3 Sporting into champions? Boy. GD says calling it now. We're not getting more than 6 points out of our first 7 games. Bloody hell. Wow. Brother Saeed, if you don't win against Burnley. Joey Lopez says, Amarin apologists always have an excuse, always throwing bench players under the bus. He's the most back manager since Fergie, and he's our worst manager. Craig says, with the fixtures coming out up, Amarin doesn't make the Liverpool game. We're in big trouble. Smasher likes people. If he doesn't get the sack, who next? We'll discuss that later on. Double A is 2025. Bruno, the incident upsets me. The referee didn't apologize. Piss off. Seriously, man. I couldn't believe that, bro, man. You see what he said? The referee didn't apologize to me. Who are you, bro? Is this guy Messi?
Bro.
Is he Ronaldo?
It's not even that, bro. Just stop the excuses. You have one job on the pitch here. You're the main penalty taker. There's Cunha, there's Mbomo. We've said that you're the main man to get the job done. I don't care what the ref has done. Recollect yourself. Take an extra moment, whatever you need to do. Hit the target, bro. Man went over the bar. It's like, when does Bruno Fernandes go over the bar? When did he even do that technique? Where was the hop?
I've never seen
it. No, you know what? There's history, there's precedent. You remember back when Ronaldo, Martinez,
yes.
you remember Martinez going, I want Ronaldo, I want you to take it, I want you to take it.
Oh, yeah,
For the penalty, we were losing 1-0.
Yeah.
And then Bruno, you can
Rattled
see he's frustrated, he's angry, do you know what I mean? You can see he's getting riled up. So then he smashes the ball and it goes over, Rowe's head. Same thing again, his head's gone, he's lost his head. Referees, he's thinking about him, do you know what I mean? Steps up and smashes it. Does Bruno Fernandes smash the ball on penalties? He never does that. He usually places it left or right. He never does it. But head loss, he lost his head. Same thing that happened with Martinez. Do you know what I mean? And
you know what's crazy, Ash, as well, yeah? It's literally like what you're saying. This is meant to be our legend, and our legend is our captain, sorry. It's meant to be our captain, yeah? And our captain, first thing that comes out of his mouth is, the ref was in my way.
Bro.
Like what?
And he did apologize to me. That's why I was upset.
And that goes down to the club. This is the captain speaking out. Take some fucking accountability. The ref didn't sky the ball over the bar. If the ref's in your routine again, relax yourself. Take time. There's no rushing. How can you blame the ref, bro? That's crazy to me.
He did. He tried to flip it as well, but yeah.
Yeah, I know he did try to flip it. I know.
Allow it, bro.
He's a PR puppet, man. He's anything to save face. And then what we'll do is, but he cares, guys. Bruno cares. He's a captain, guys. He gets the football club. Piss off.
If he cared, he'd go and get us 100 mil. That's what I'd say.
Yeah, exactly. You said he wouldn't crash out early season. Anakin says, even if we buy a midfielder, it will still be Bruno there. Mainu ain't getting minutes this season. Don't blame him if he didn't sign a contract. With the World Cup coming up, big up everyone on the panel. Tiemann says, I agree with everything, but Bruno and Cunha should have put us 2-0 up in the first half. Would have been a different game. Again, shoulda, woulda, coulda. I hear you. But again, it's how I think for me, what's bigger is how we react to that than scoring 2-0.
It's the performance. We're not playing well. Like, fucking hell. There's no, we can scam 2 goals and say, right, well, it's fine then because we scored 2 goals. No, we're talking about the overall. When have we seen Manchester United consistently play well for 90 minutes under this man?
No. It's got a lot to ask for, or even 70, 80. And then you lose a game in the last 10 minutes because...
but you said Tottenham were playing for 90 minutes under Frank.
There you go.
Why can't this man do it then?
Yeah.
Why can't this man do it? Bun 80 minutes, 70 minutes. I want 90 minutes of it consistently. Apparently, they're all fitter.
Saeed, you be a believer now. Told you. 1, gave Amrin 12 games last season. He can't manage in the Premier League. Remember MUFC game. 3, has no confidence, can't change games out. Jason Hanna says, Saeed, who would you go for if Amrin does get sacked? We'll discuss that in the end. And he says 3-4-2-1 without back-to-back mids. Crazy. Don't even work in FIFA. I don't know. Listen to me, yeah. I think the implementation of the system could be so much better. Like, I don't like the 3-4-3. But are we saying that we can't see this 3-4-3 develop into a way that is attacking? Can we not just say that this team cannot play attacking football? I get the midfield is a problem. I understand it. But the same way, that Marco Silva is saying they nullified Manchester United and they found weaknesses in Man United. Is there not weaknesses in Fulham's game? And did we not exploit that? Did we? So where's our exploitation? Where's our finding of their weaknesses? Where is it? It's always them finding our weaknesses. Why is it us saying, but we don't really have a plan. We don't really know what we're doing. But their team, right? Like I said to you, I'm not really taking many plays from them. But structurally, they were able to not only go forward, leave spaces behind, and Man United didn't exploit that. They didn't exploit that, guys. We didn't exploit anything. We left Sesko on his own, and Boomer looked knackered. Cunha was lost in the game. The fullbacks didn't push up. What were we doing? We ended up at 7 at the back.
We always do, though, technically. It's why people say it's a 4-3-2-1. It's not, is it? It's a 5-2-2-1. Let's be honest with ourselves.
But we're meant to have one game a week, man. We're meant to have. Seriously, guys, yeah? Let me ask you a question, Shells. What have we done in the past week? What have we done?
Well, and that's why I said it was a fallacy. Yeah? When people saying we should have one game a week, it's a fallacy, all that bullshit. More time on the training. Balls to it. We didn't see it last year. So we ain't gonna see it this year. I think it's a fallacy all that anyway. Like,
listen, go on, sorry, double A, what were you saying?
I was saying, I just, so the evidence is stacking up that regardless of one game a week for Manchester United, nothing is changing, is it? It doesn't matter how many games we play. I'd rather have been in Europe. Let's just say that.
Listen, I blame you, man, who wanted a structure and a system. You got a system now. You got a rigid structure. You got a rigid system. He plays it every single week and never changes it. Do you know what I mean? That's what a lot of United fans have been calling out for the last 18 months, 2 years, or whatever. For me, it's always been a case of the top managers. They adapt, they adjust. They change things. You look at Simone Inzaghi, you look at Carlo Ancelotti, you look at Sir Alex Ferguson, you look at the top managers in world football and football histories. They're adaptable. They change, and we've got a manager now who's rigid in his system. He's got a structure. He's got what he wants to do. Do you know what I mean? And his players, and it's just not working. So we're stuck with it right now until we get sacked. He's not going to change, and that's the worrying thing. And you look, Barcelona, Bayern, Real Madrid, PSG, Juve, would he have lasted at any of these jobs? He'd have been sacked. He'd have been gone by now. Do you know what I mean? And the fact that we keep him, that shows where our standards are at a football club. We no longer consider ourselves a top tier football club because we're continuing on with mediocrity. This he's shown nothing over the past 6 months. We should have sacked him after the Europa League final because we were all, if we're being honest, the majority of people said, yeah, he should be sacked if he doesn't win the Europa League final. He doesn't win it. And then it's like, well, he needs a summer. And we've seen his summer now. We've seen his summer. We've seen what he's brought back. Even in pre-season, there were signs where things weren't really working. And the idea that it was going to take 4 weeks for him to miraculously change what he was doing for the 6 months prior, it was madness. And we're in this situation now where we're stuck with him. And I worry that Omar Barada's not going to sack him because he's worried that it's his man and he's got to back him all. Yeah. We need a CEO who's got a backbone and say, you know what, I made a mistake. This is wrong. Okay. We've seen over the last couple of years buying players from abroad. It's not worked for us. We need to start buying players from in the Premier League. I think the manager situation's got to be the same. I think we've got to pick a manager from the Premier League who knows this league, understands this league.
Yeah. 1 second, guys, before you come in, this is crazy what this manager's saying, by the way. He says we knew how they defend and we know they like to squeeze from the back five. And if you don't give bodies for them to squeeze from the back five, you can create superiority in the middle. Man, deep what he's saying. We know they play with two in the middle. We tried to overload with our 3 plus Alex. It was as simple as that.
I listen to this though, Saeed. Yeah, it's Crystal Palace play with a 2 in the middle as well. Why don't they have a gap there? Tell me why.
You know why they don't have a gap there?
I see Glasner coach with. I see him play a pivot of. Who did he play yesterday? It was Wharton and Hughes. They're not the most athletic. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't see them getting overrun. I don't see spaces in their midfield. Someone told me why.
Because you know why? Let me tell you something why. Their midfield doesn't give the ball away as needlessly as our midfield. That's one thing, right? Yeah. Not the second one is the implementation of Glasner's and the interpretation of Glasner's idea of that system is different. Thirdly, because they actually attack and they actually cause problems for the opposition. Ismail Assar, whoever they had beforehand when it was Eze, and Mateta are actually a threat and they cause you problems and they peg you back in. So their implementation and how they view the system is better. And obviously in midfield, they don't give the ball away. Wharton is a good ball-playing midfielder. And obviously whoever they have on the other side complements that. So for me, it's one of them where Glasner is a better coach. Simple. He's a better coach, and he doesn't get beaten or not as many times as a team like us who got the same system. Simple.
Do you know what it is as well? When people say we have no midfield, I'm not buying it no more because you decided to spend 200 million on our forward line, which is fair, cool. But then you have Bruno who's also a 10, and now you've made him a 6. I don't want to hear about we don't have no midfield. You chose to spend that money in those areas, and I'm not saying.
I don't think it's him. I think that's their club signings, bro. I don't think he has the final say on all them signings. No way.
If we don't sign a midfielder, who is that down to? The club or Amarin or both of them?
It's for both of them.
It's a mixture of everyone. Yeah.
Same thing with this. It's a mixture.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But like to put it all on him is but I agree with what you're saying. Like, you know, like I said it before. How we could have 4 10s already at the club, and then go and spend 120 on without addressing the midfield. For me, is absolutely nuts. It's absolutely crazy because we have the worst midfield in the league, and we've done what we've done is we've papered over the cracks by putting someone in there that's not a midfielder. Which is, again, I'd rather see Martinez in the midfield than I would Bruno.
No, I wouldn't as well. Again, we're shoehorning Martinez.
No, but I'm not saying we should do it, but I would rather see that because I think if we did that, it would be better than it would be with Bruno.
How about we just have some how about
midfielders,
five
midfielders?
Yeah. Thing is, right? Like you're telling me, I'm sorry, I'm not hearing this as well. Like, Kobe can't play in that midfield. Like, what are the other two doing? What are they doing that's different to Kobe? I'm sorry, man. What are they doing that's either different or actually better than Kobe? I'm sorry, man. Like, this manager's got us believing that Kobe Mainoo's a bad midfielder.
I don't think he's ever rated him. I don't think he's ever rated him, though, bro.
You don't rate nobody in this team until they let him know what's going on.
Until the Portuguese.
He didn't really. Yeah, until he gets his job gets saved, he don't believe you. He don't believe anybody, man, until his job's on the line. And then he's like, you know what? Let me go bring this player over here. Joshua Zirkzee took him off. You know what I mean? Made him an example. Tried to make him the scapegoat, and all of a sudden, oh, now I need Zirkzee now. I need him back in my team because he's better than Højlund. So I don't really trust this manager. What he's got to say, what he believes in, what he thinks is good. I generally do not trust him. He hasn't shown me enough double A and guys that I can trust him versus a player. If a player's on the bench, yeah, and we think he's good enough, I can stomach that. I can accept it because the manager's winning games and winning and performing despite the player on the bench. I can accept it. I can say, you know what? He's on the bench, but the team's winning. The performances are good. There's no need for me to be angry about a player on the bench because there's actually something positive going on the football pitch. There's nothing positive. We're not winning. The performances aren't great. So why should I believe a manager that says Kobe Mainoo is not good enough? That's what it's basically saying, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's got to go and you know what? Do your thing, bro. If he left tomorrow, I wouldn't blame him. I would not blame Kobe Mainoo tomorrow leaving the football club because at the end of the day, this manager here, he waits for the manager to get sacked. But that ain't good for his growth. That ain't good for him to get back in the England squad. And that ain't good for him as well anyway, 20 years old, to be sitting on the bench.
And the club, World Cup, club might back hammer him till next summer anyway, and he's not going to the World Cup and he's wasted a year of his career. I just wanted to go back to a point Ash made about obviously pre-season and being worried then, because I was worried then, and it's worried me even further seeing how the first 2 games have gone because you know the games in America we started Højlund up top, and then obviously he hasn't started him. He didn't start him against Fiorentina, did he? And he didn't even get on. And then now we've seen these first 2 games. Like pre-season's all about how you're meant to start in the season. It's all about building. You're meant to see how you're progressing, what ideas you're bringing for the season upcoming. And this is why we're just never ready for the season, are we? Because for you to get your striker, I'd have just thrown Sesko in, regardless if it was the day before or not. Like, not starting the striker, for me, in this team where you're meant to have one, the whole thing was Gyökeres was the man. He would come and he'd unleash this system for us. To then not do that, for me, just shows a lack of stubbornness. Again, we talk about unwilling to adapt, but just cluelessness in what you're meant to be doing in terms of how you want your team to play football. Because I don't believe the way we set up today, the way we set up against Arsenal, as good as that performance was, wasn't perfect. It's not sustainable, and it's not the way we're going to be playing. So all this week, Sesko would have trained. For me, it's almost as unforgivable as the Bruno Mount midfield 2 not starting Sesko today. I don't believe a 22-year-old kid needs to come off the bench in his second game. I believe he's ready to start. I believe he's ready to show what he can do in this football team. Playing with, Mbumo and Cunha from the start, who aren't knackered, who aren't having to have done dog's work for 60, 70 minutes or 50 minutes, whatever it was. Well, do you know how important it is this season that we actually get off to a good start? We can't wait till after the international. We can't wait after 10 games. We're chasing already. Like, we've already dropped 5 points. Like, Just fucking do something. Like, how
we
can
need-
we
we
all
need a- we need a
again? How can
striker.
we all see it?
Sorry, W. We need our strikers
bro,
scoring ASAP. We need these man scoring
100%.
ASAP, bro.
Yo.
It's
They're on double O.
hard.
They're on double O. Did Mbeumo get an assist today, by the way? Was that assist, by the way?
Yeah,
That-
he did.
Oh,
But
no,
I'm
yeah,
talking about goals. We need goals, Saeed,
No.
man. Because
Goals, yeah.
it's not gonna bode well. Do you know what I mean?
Aye,
These men are
listen.
meant to, we spent 200 million on this attack. This meant to get us over the line, even when we're playing shit. Do you get what I'm saying?
I'm
Like,
playing that front three against Grimsby. Fuck Grimsby, man. Play that front three against Grimsby and let's beat
Sir Alex
7-0.
Ferguson used to do it as well. Sir Alex Ferguson used to do it as well. If you're a striker, you need goals, you're playing, bro. We need to play a strong team and get some confidence goal. We need to bag goals, bro. We need
That's sad,
something.
man.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
is
I'm being
embarrassing,
serious.
guys.
I'm being dead serious. We need some sort of confidence boost. It's crazy.
Bro, confidence boost.
Game is a
Confidence.
second-round
Are you
game
hearing what
against
you're saying,
Grimsby,
bro? Are you hearing what you're saying? You're
I'm
saying
keeping it real, fam. I'm keeping it real. I know where my club is at. I'm keeping it so real. We can't bag goals, bro. Beggars can't be choosers. Get me my front three playing against Grimsby. I want them to score a goal. I need to see some confidence, bro. Going into Burnley. I'm being dead serious, fam. I'm being dead serious.
Nah, you know what? It's not you, man. It's a situation, man.
It's
And we have to take a
sad.
minute.
It's sad that you're
That is
speaking through,
sad,
bro.
guys. What we're talking about here. We need Grimsby to get our confidence back up, bro. Grimsby. Nah, it's dark, man. It's dark, guys, man. It's dark times, man. I'll be real with you, man. I don't know if I can do this, man. Man, I say Grimsby to get our confidence up, bro. What if Grimsby moved to us? What if they lock these man up? What if it's, bro, like, where are they in the league? Are they good this season? Like, bro, it's embarrassing, man.
Bro, we don't need to look. We don't. You see what we're doing here? We don't need to look where Grimsby are in the league, bro. Just get them over the line and get into the third round. The fact that we're even playing in the second round is dark as it is. Let's not check the. Saeed, stop checking the table, bro. We're not checking where Grimsby are. You're not doing that.
You know what it is, those shells.
Sorry.
You know we're just gonna scrape a 1-0 win on that one. Do you know what I mean? We're just gonna get.
Hey, if it means
set
Sesko
pieces.
scores, load me, brother. If it means Sesko scoring, I need something.
Nah,
bro.
it's last minute. Maguire from the corner.
Shameless.
It's not about shameless. I need my strikers with confidence. Seriously, like I don't want us missing. Like Cunha's got to bag one of those. We have to start scoring goals. It's a massive issue. Every single game we're taking far too long to score a goal. You score two goals in the first 20 minutes is a different game. Hindsight's a beautiful thing, but this is what's currently going on. We miss far too many chances, or we don't make the right pass. Something's got to give, man. Seriously.
Can I say, Shells? You know, we've just had like five or six games in the summer where that's what you're meant to be doing, and this goes back to the club being unprepared, like not getting the players in that the manager, having no striker for pre-season, so we could get up to speed, so we could hit the ground running at the season.
It's true.
The fact we're having to talk about our third game of the season is one for a confidence boost for players. Is dark 100%, but for me, it's mental that we're talking about a confidence boost so early on in the season because, you know, we should have taken a point at least from Arsenal. We should have won today. So this game against Grimsby should have been, you know, 5 or 6 goals and we move on and we get into the next round. For us to be desperate for a win to try and get the season started knocks me sick.
Yeah, the super chat here. Kusta says, Saeed, big up Arsenal fan here. I'm not trying to troll, and I know you're all used to winning, especially trophies. But I remember when Arteta arrived and things weren't pretty. I really think you will turn the corner soon. But you know what it is, though? Just to follow this point, Arteta had principles, bro. I seen Arteta like play games and I'd be like, you know what? I can see something there. Yes, he finished 8th twice, and then he finished 5th. But at the start, we seen more in that period than what we see from Amorim. And I'm sorry, like, it ain't the same. I really don't see. And this manager's been backed as well. Yes, your manager got backed, yeah. But I genuinely feel like it's a bit disingenuous to Arteta because I feel like Arteta's shown something in that period. He did. I watched it. I was like, you know what? Yes, they're not winning games, but I could still see a few good stuff, you know? I really could. So, you know what I mean, bro? Like, it's one of them where I can't really compare and think the trajectory is the same. It's not. I generally don't. Because he's doing fundamentals.
I'd love to know, objectively speaking, like I say, you're an Arsenal fan. I'd love to know, as someone who's not a fan of the club and can look at it differently, for you to say that you think you're going to turn the corner, what are you seeing then from Amorim that suggests that he's in any way aligned in what Arteta's done at Arsenal. And I'm not taking a piss. I'd love to see what
also
it is
the squads,
he's
though.
doing.
What was Arteta's squad versus what was Amarin's squad? What was Arteta's squad versus Ten Hag's original squad? I'm sorry, they're not even the same. They're not even comparable, man. Like they're not. Like this guy was having Torreira, you know what I mean? But who was playing at the back? What's his name?
All of these, man.
Yeah, bro, it's not the same squad, man. Like Arteta had a rubbish squad. He came into a rubbish squad. Ten Hag and Amrin did not have a bad squad. Yeah, they were individuals, but he didn't have a rubbish squad to be finishing 8th or 50th where this manager is. It isn't, and that's why it's not comparable. It's not. But go ahead. Someone was going to speak then. I don't know who it was. Formation to outscore teams, but goal drought. Just bring me Andoni Iraola, top coach. United fans, Ten Hag shouldn't be changed his style of play. United fans, Amrin should have changed his style of play. I don't think United fans know what they want. Listen, I'm not saying you change, but you adapt. The key thing in football, Jason, is you adapt. You look at things differently according to how others play or according to another formation. That's what this Silva did. They said they seen what Man United were about, and they nullified them, and they found a way to get joy. What did our manager do to find joy in this game? And how, when he brought subs on, did it change? What was the instructions at halftime? Like, you see what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't think you can say that, Jason. I really can't. I get what you're trying to say. Like, fans are always fickle. We don't know what we want, but this is not what we want. I'm sorry. Lads, do you believe we rejected 100 million for Bruno? And hope you're all doing well, my baby boys. That's a bit mad still. Amarin has a reluctance to adapt. Neil Warnock is available and free Sancho and Onana. Your thoughts on Dalot, lads? It's been 8 years. Protection, I'm fed up of watching games without any patterns for years. I'm fed up of appreciating the team for giving their 100% instead of playing good football. You know what it is? We've been almost told to accept the bare minimum, guys, man. We're almost like, and maybe, like I said to you last week, maybe I went overboard in my praise. But at the same time, it just shows you how far we've become when we see a solid performance. But then I did stress, and I don't know why people are not mentioning it, I said the same performance at Fulham will not be tolerated if there isn't a win. I made it clear, guys. I said them same excuses, them same talk will not be applied to Fulham. They will not be applied to this game or the Burnley game. We have to win. We must win. And we failed our objective. And that's how it is. We've got to look at not winning against Fulham as a failure. We can't be seeing Fulham as a hard-earned point. That is bullshit. I don't want to be hearing about hard-earned point, bro. It's 1 point out of 6. The reality is it's not good enough. What needs to change? Something needs to change. Next game, is he going to still play Mount? Is he going to still persist with Bruno Casemiro? What's he going to do in the fullback areas? I reckon he's going to probably play Dalot against Burnley. You know what I'm saying? I think he's going to go maybe back to Maguire. Who knows? It's dark, man. It's dark, bro. You know, man, them. It's dark.
And do you know what, Saeed? You said about Arsenal, the Arsenal performance. I don't think we was getting giddy. People are getting translating what we're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
It was better. It was better than what we've seen. Same way today, if I saw it would have been, if it was a good performance and it was positive, I would have said stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not always going to bring the negatives, but today it was all negative. Outside of the first 20 minutes, United did nothing in that game. And we looked like we was going to lose. Literally, Fulham looked like the team that was going to win the game. Fulham looked like Fulham was bringing the game to us, basically, long story short. And we couldn't adapt. The manager couldn't adapt. His subs didn't have no impact on the game. There's nothing he tweaked within the formation or, I don't know, put something. Didn't work. Everything Amarin done today didn't work. And that's a massive, massive, massive issue because it's shown in all of his games. It's not just something we're going off of 2 games. We're going back to last season now. Do you know what I'm saying? He's got nothing in the bank. He's got no credit in the bank. None at all. every single game we're down in it's not reactionary enough for me from the manager. He doesn't know what he's doing. There's no solutions, and end of the day, it's gonna get worse. Do you know what I'm saying? It's gonna get worse.
Look at this. Look at this. No Man United player scored against Fulham. No Man United player scored against Arsenal. Eriksen and Ahmad scored against Villa. No Man United player scored against Spurs. No Man United player scored against Chelsea. No Man United player scored against West Ham. Man United have scored in just one of their last 6 competitive matches.
Right. Do you know when Amorim said we'll suffer? I didn't know it'd be at the hands of him. I didn't know he was doing it on purpose. I thought it just meant like to get back where we're going, it's going to be tough. Not that I'm.
He's caused suffering. He has.
You see why
we should have known once he started. Sure.
Look at this. This is what I'm saying. These men have got to start against Grimsby. People think I'm joking. Look at this. If these men don't score against Burnley, bro, I'm telling you, guys, man.
For me, starting Luke Shaw in 2025. Do you know what I mean? He started him in the Europa League final. Luke Shaw, like he's relying on Luke Shaw at the back there today, and you know, Diogo Dalot coming off.
Bro, Bayern Day, like put Heaton in goal. Like how could Heaton be?
Bayern Day is also a problem as well, man. He's weak and spineless. Bayern Day, get him gone, mate. I don't want to be hearing anyone that he's a good goalkeeper. He is shocking, man. He could have conceded a few corners today. Let's be honest.
You know what it is as well? You know, I remember De Gea at corners, yeah? I've never seen... Bayern Day is the worst keeper I've seen in terms of claiming a cross. He has no idea what he's doing. Every single time Lukic was on the corner today, yeah, I thought they was going to score. Seriously. It looked like it was going to go any single time.
You know it's a problem, Shells, when you're missing Onana, do you know what I mean? When you want Onana on corners, do you know what I mean? That's how bad it is.
I wouldn't say I'm that far yet. I'm still not missing him, to be fair, because he's just as fucking
bad. Nah, but at least on corners, you know, he's got something.
I don't know, because didn't he both get scored against corners back-to-back games last season? One Bayern Day in the cup against Spurs, and then literally the next game, they did it to Onana.
Yeah, they did. From the corners.
Yeah, he's no better, bro, to be honest with you. Bayern Day needs
to bro. He's got a worse win percentage than Gary Neville at Valencia.
Yeah, bro.
He's had that for a while now, though.
Yeah.
Now, it's crazy.
I'll take Neville at this point.
Like, it's crazy. 7 wins, 15 losses, and 7 draws.
Crystal Palace would have sacked him. Palace would have sacked him. West Ham would have sacked him. Mid-table teams would have sacked him. Why have we not sacked him? It's wild.
Leeds would have sacked him. Southampton would have sacked him.
You know, we can't just keep sacking managers, guys. It disrupts the culture of the football club. We don't want to be seen as a sacking club. We need to get back behind our manager. Bullshit, man. I've never seen such a softer fan base, bro. If you do poorly at your job, you will be sacked. We will be. This manager has done poorly at his job to a level that is disgraceful. We're not talking about a manager who's got things wrong or has been hindered by lack of transfers or lack of this or lack of, change at the football club. The structure is there. He's got people. He's got advice. He's got now apparently a world-class facility now. He's got a new training ground. They're telling us things are changing. So why not? He's got a pre-season.
I think, I think the United fan base have just got an undiagnosed case of Stockholm syndrome. I think literally that's
yeah. It's a Ferguson syndrome.
It has to be Stockholm syndrome, bro, because we're just fed. Like, obviously, there's a lot of people who don't fall for this bullshit, but the majority of United fans just, we have to back it. We have to support the team. They're saying the right things. He's moving in the right way. He's buying players. I'm still hearing all this bullshit about he's putting in his own money. Like, Ratcliffe's putting in his own. No, he had to do that for the deal. It's nothing. He's not gone out of his way to do it. Like, stop believing the media pushing this guy. This guy's a savior for Manchester United. None of them are. None of them are saviors. They're the reason why we're still shit in the mud. They're killing us. But you're all just accepting it all the time. And because they've backed a manager, they've bought three players that might do good. Oh, it's all right. No, he'll get us there. It's good. it's the same. It's rinse and repeat. We've been here with so many managers again and again and again. We'll never learn. We will never learn.
Games, man. Less points than
that alone. If just looking at that is a sackable.
29 games. Do you know what I mean? 29 games.
29 games.
That's a lot of games.
Guys, nine more games. That's a
to
Premier
know.
League season. 9 more games. That's a Premier League season.
And how many points?
And you get relegated.
You can get
37 points.
You can get a maximum, by the way, of 87 points in 29 games, and he's got 28.
You know, there was a manager who said he was I can't remember who it was, whose book it was, but he said to survive in any league, you need to get 1 point a game. So he's on relegation form there, 1 point a game. So that's what they aim for. You know, win, draw, just 1 point a game. And right there, if you like Chelsea's saying there, you know, what is it, 8 more games? You add that up.
Yeah,
that's just about relegation. Just about relegation if it continues, because that's what he's getting 1 point a game. That's what he's averaging 1 point a game.
Less.
It's relegation form.
He's averaging less. He's averaging less.
0.98.
Yeah, that's
so
crazy.
you know what? We're looking at it wrong. Today we should be grateful that we got a point against Fulham because it helps us in our push to stop being relegated. Do you know what I mean? So
and that's what they want. That's what they want you to think because it lowers your standards.
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Mate. Do you know what? Before this stream today, I was pissed off and I was in another group chatting, and I was saying, "Oh no, I'm not hammering him out. I'm hammering him out adjacent." Now I think I'm running the shop. Like I'm selling flags, I'm selling scarves, I'm selling hats.
Honestly,
you know what it was to me? But remember, it was in the car, on the way back from Bilbao. Me and Ash, I said I was done with the manager. I was done with everyone. Sack everyone. I was on that feeling. Then I said to myself, you know what? They're not sacking the manager. We're getting players in. You know what? I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut. Let me see what preseason is about. Let me see what players they bring in. I liked it. I said, you know what? Cool. I've given the manager 10 games. He might not get to 10 games. I've just given him a maximum of 10 games if he can turn it around. But I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't think he even makes it to 10 games. 10 games is a lot. 10 games, you're looking at November. Is this manager staying till November?
The last one did.
You tell me. I don't know. I don't know.
10 games are peak. Our first 10 games. We have.
Let me look at the game. Let me look at the games.
We have Liverpool coming up in those games. We have Spurs coming up in those games. It's not going to be easy. It's not. Yeah, City, Spurs, and Liverpool in the next
Chelsea.
And Chelsea. Yeah,
Chelsea.
Our first 10 games, we have all 4 of them. We just played Arsenal as well. It's not looking good, guys. Honestly.
What did I have us winning 9 of them? Did I? I think when we did that.
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That's preseason predictions. What I will say though is, look, Burnley, City. There's no back-to-back games there. Chelsea will be difficult, even though we normally have a good record against Chelsea. But again, right now, fuck records, bro. I'm done with records. Brentford, I ain't gonna lie to you. Against Aston Villa, I watched their game and they looked sharp. They looked like, I know they've lost a Boomer and Wisa, but the guys have come in, they were running around. You know what I'm saying, bro? I was seeing Brentford like doing a lot of good stuff. I was like, okay, cool. That's not going to be easy on a 12:30, man. It's not going to be easy.
The league's not got weaker. The league's not got weaker though. It's just the same as last season, and we struggled against everyone last season. It's not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nothing is a given. Nothing's a given. If anything, the teams that, because a lot of people predicting Brentford would be absolutely shit, wouldn't they? And I know it's 2 games in, but when you look at how our teams play and the results at this weekend, and you pit us against them, how many do you think we're winning with the way we play? Like, not many. Not many games you go into with confidence thinking, United might pick something off it. Do you know
it's the battle in the midfield, that's what it is, double. It's the battle in the midfield. Our midfield loses against
starts and ends
every midfield, like
you make every midfield look good.
Burnley's midfield, they got Cullen in there. I'm not gonna lie to you, Burnley were impressive against Sunderland. I don't know if you guys watched it as well.
Yeah.
Their midfield, had Cullen in there, and they had Leslie Okachoku.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
By the way, we should have got, who we should have got. I'm telling
Who we
you.
should have
Unless
got, yeah,
15
this is their
20 million.
this is their
Leslie
team. This was their team, man. And these two were running around. They were causing problems. You know what I mean? And they were looking sharp. These two were looking sharp. You know,
How's Medjugorje getting on?
Hannibal gonna do with madness.
Bro, it's crazy, bro. You know what I mean? And even against Tottenham, they were listen, the scoreline will say 3-0, yeah, but Burnley caused Tottenham problems in that game.
They did.
Yeah.
So it's not as easy as everyone just thinks, yeah, you know what, we're just gonna roll over. We're just gonna beat
turn up.
these teams.
Yeah, man. Long days ago that we used to turn up and just beat teams. No, that.
You know, the worrying part now as well is this. He wanted this season to go on more attacking, didn't he? You know, we weren't going to start playing 5 at the back. I feel like he's just going to go back to it. We're going to see Delo now. I don't think we're going to see Ahmad again now. We're just going to see Delo and Dorgu at the back, and then that's going to be us for the next 3 or 4 games. And Ahmad's just going to have to rot on the bench.
Yeah, it's not even great, man.
Now then, if that's the case.
You know what I mean? And listen, today, yeah, like the subs, you know what I mean? Like they had 0 impact. Ogate, what a waste of space, bro, man. Like genuinely, it's like he actually offers nothing. What does Ogate do? He's literally like, what does the manager when he's bringing him on though? Yeah, let's just deep it. What is Ogate been told to do? What is he supposed to? What has he been told to break up play, to get involved in the action, to be like? What has he been told to do? Like that's what I don't get. Why is
it
he
shows that the manager doesn't understand the game. That shows that substitution right there shows the manager doesn't understand the game, because what the guy is there to do is he's there to go and win balls, to go press people. We weren't at that stage right there to go and win, because Bruno can't sit deeper and play that role. Do you know what I mean? So we also know that a guy is press resistant. He's got no resistance to the press. Sorry, like that's why as soon as he came on and Mount went off, at least with Mount, you know, players, he gets the ball quickly, he can turn it around and move it, and you know, keep it moving. Whereas a guy gets pressed and he's wobbling, he's all over the show. It just shows right there that the manager has no clue. Just he doesn't understand the tactics of the game.
But you know why that substitution's even worse is because he had to make it, because he fucked up by leaving Bruno and Mount in the midfield too. He realised he had to save that because he fucked up there. Like he'd lost control of the midfield completely. Not that we had it anyway. And he had to rectify that by putting Ogate in. And it for me, is just headless chicken from the minute it comes on.
This manager says, Double A, that he can't play Kobe Mainoo because it doesn't work with Bruno. But he thinks Mount and Bruno midfield against Fulham away, Craven Cottage is going to work. Mid-game. What?
Can I ask a question?
Who's his dealer? Someone tell me, bro.
Can I ask a question? What's the biggest crime in football right out of these two? Playing Mount and Bruno as a or playing Mazraoui as a 10, because they're both big crimes. Yeah, what's the biggest? Because for me, it's a tough call.
At least Mazraoui's got a bit of intelligence though. Like he was actually for the goal, for the goal. Yeah. Now, real talk though, if you actually watch the goal, was he not involved, Mazraoui, in the goal that Xerxes scored, or who scored against Fenerbahce? And again, I'm not excusing why he should be playing there. But at least Mazraoui's got a bit of brain intelligence, bro, and actually can do something. This Mason Mount, what does he do?
What would he be? Mason Mount didn't have a bad game. I don't think Mason Mount was terrible. Do you know what I mean? If anything, I think he was one of our better players.
I'm sorry, man. You know what? Against Arsenal, I can tolerate that. I'm sorry, Ash. Against Fulham, I need more than just running around. I'm sorry.
I get it. But
I need more than just running around.
Listen, I get it. But
you gotta keep the same energy for everyone. Yeah, for everyone, you gotta keep that same energy. Sorry, Ash.
Yeah, now Bruno and Mount work. That would semi-work with Casemiro in behind. That's the problem. Do you know what I mean? The midfield three, that could do something. Do you know what I mean? The problem is them alone by themselves.
He doesn't know, because we've seen that with Ten Hag when he tried it and we got absolutely obliterated by Spurs. We're just running through us at their ground. We've tried that.
Because of legs. Yeah, it was because of legs. And he kept giving the ball away. Did you not see him giving the ball away? Mason Mount, when he came on in the double pivot, he kept giving the ball away.
Yeah, but why is he even playing there? Why is he even playing there, Saeed?
Because he doesn't want to change it, and he doesn't want to bring on players that he believes can do something different. It's crazy. He's allergic to it now. He's actually become everything that I didn't want him to become. Like, genuinely, guys, I'm actually getting like serious PTSD of Ten Hag now, because I'm like, rah, this guy, he's getting to the point now where I'm like, he's doing things where I genuinely thought he would be different. He's genuinely, man, I'm being serious, man. What has made him think like, oh, Mason Mount and Bruno, they look good together, you know? Damn, man. They look good together, man.
You know what it was? It was he was looking at Vitinha and Fabian Silva. Do you know what I mean? He was thinking maybe I could do something there. Do you know what I mean? He's looking at PSG and he's thinking, you know, maybe.
Bro, man.
He just don't understand the game to the complex level that the Premier League needs, unfortunately, and that's why you're hearing Marco Silva just obliterate him, saying, "Nah, it was simple, it was easy. We understood." He dissected exactly what Emery was trying to do and said, "Look, this is how he played. This is how we played against him. This is how we nullified it." And that was that. And that's not the first time we've heard that. By the way, we've heard other managers say similar things. Do you know what I mean? So
did Emery say something similar, like when he beat us or something? I'm sure he said something. He come out and said, "Yeah, we just did this." But to end that statement, sorry to interrupt, Ash, but to end that statement with, "It's as simple as that," is a dagger.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
That's a dagger. That.
Now, I'll be honest with you. Like, is there a way that I'm trying to like be as like, for the fans that are probably looking at this thinking, "Yo, you lot, man, try and be a bit optimistic." Is there any way the manager can turn it around and change it, Ash, where he can have a bit more positive outlook on not only is there a turning point for the manager? Do you see a turning point?
Yeah, there is. If he goes to a back four with a midfield three, or even if he goes to a 3-5-2, do you know what I mean? That's the only way. But
I think. Go on, bro.
Let me finish. For me, I was never backing this manager a long time ago. I said he should have been sacked before, you know, the Europa League final. We had that drive home. I mean, I've always been a big advocate of sack, create a level of accountability in the club where if you're not performing right now, what have you done for me lately? Then get you out. Do you know what I mean? Create a level of accountability in the club. I've always said about Chelsea, one of Chelsea's greatest ever periods under Abramovich was managers would last 18 months at max. Do you know what I mean? They constantly rinse and repeat players. That won them 2 Champions Leagues and it won them multiple league titles. For me, I look at this manager and I don't see anything that's redeemable about him anymore. He's got a nice personality, you know, he speaks kind of well, but a lot of the time it reminds me of Ten Hag with the gaslighting, like he's telling us things that just aren't actually happening on the football field. I look at it and I think, as a United fan, I don't want to see a midfield 2 with 3 at the back. I don't want to see a 3-back formation. I think the majority of United fans, if they were honest with themselves, they don't want to see 3 at the back at Old Trafford. They just don't. It's an ugly formation. It just 2 in midfield. You know, it's yuck. Do you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? Because 3 always turns into 5. It's never really stays at 3. If it was stayed at 3, it always turns into 5 at the back, and that's something that as a United fan, known for cavalier football, you know, end to end, or at least just attack. And you heard fans saying it today: attack. It's embarrassing now because it's almost like a plea. Do you know what I mean? It's like we're pleading to the players: attack, and that's just not where we're at anymore. And I don't feel like we'll ever get there with this manager because, again, the system for me, I'm not having it because it's a 3-back formation that isn't a 3-back. It's a 5-back, and we're going to see the low. I said it a little bit earlier. We're going to see the low, and we're going to continue to see the low when we've got a Mad there playing. Do you know what I mean? And we all know how good and how impressive he can be. And this manager with his substitutions, they're always pragmatic. You don't bring on Xerxes and Mainu. You bring on Maguire, Nagati, and Nevin. That's do you know what I mean? Sir Alex Ferguson, I grew up watching Sir Alex throw on 4 strikers, throw on everything. Even take off full-backs to throw on more strikers, more attackers. Just load the box. Do you know what I mean? And now I'm seeing Maguire and Nevin going up into the box. Like, what are we doing here? Honestly, and the thing that frustrates me as someone who goes to Old Trafford, as a lot of you lads do as well, is you hear the fans around you and They back the manager. They're giving blind faith. You know, this Ruben Amorim will back him from the Stretford end. He never deserved that song. Why are we singing we're back him from the Stretford end? Like, we don't even know what he's about yet, and we're singing we'll back him for he'll bring the glory days again. We don't know if he's going to bring the glory days again. Apparently, those glory days are never coming under him from what we've just seen over the last 6 months. So what's to say? A very, very, very famous man once said, if you look back at history, you can see forward into the future. Do you know what I mean? And what we've seen under Amorim, is dog. That's dog. That's all we've seen. Do you know what I mean? So by that account, what we're seeing going forward is going to continue to be dog. This man's got to somehow make miraculous changes. And you know what? I'm looking at managers like Glasner, like the Brighton manager. I like him. I forgot his name. What's his name?
Oh,
Fabian
Hertzler. Yeah, I like Hertzler. I like Iriola. Frank's decent enough. I know you said Frank, Saeed, you know, great shout.
No, I'm saying get me Iriola. I'd take Iriola. I want to go to Iriola. 4-3-3. And for me, he's improved the team. I like his style. Give me Iriola, man. I don't want no Xavi. I don't want no one from outside the league. Don't get me Iriola and go from there if they do decide to sack him. For me, Glasner, I like him, but I just don't want to go back to this formation. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. If you don't want to stay with the system and whatnot, the formation, that's up to you guys. But I want to get away from here and go and do something else. But it does look like Glasner might believe in Crystal Palace because they've not really backed him. You know what I mean? And he just said, you know what?
Players.
Yeah, and they took all the best players. He might just say, you know what? Fuck this. Get me out of it. I don't want to be here anymore. So it could be one of them where there's a transition there for the manager. You know what I mean? To come in there, it may be.
Do you know what it is as well? I feel like United fans are gassed because, like you said, referred to about the Rashford stuff, and he set discipline and in with what he's done. However, can we actually look at what's going on the pitch? Because I don't care about what's going on off the pitch right now. I'm watching Man United every single week, and it's shit. It's boring. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's look at that. Let's not get excited. Oh, you got your the players that you hate out of the club. Cool. What is he doing? What is Ruben Amorim doing for Man United on a week-to-week basis? We have one game a week because of Amorim also and the players. We have one game a week. I said there should be an improvement. We've had a pre-season. We've had 200 million worth of his players. What is improving?
Nothing's improved since he come here last season, mate. From then to now, nothing's improved, has it?
Do you know what I hate as well? All I hear is on the interviews, oh, the vibes are high. There's never been so much quality. Vibes are not high, bro. They are not high. They're low.
Where's the quality on the pitch?
Low.
You know what, Shells, as well, to back that, it's nonsense the idea of vibes are high. Under our most successful periods, we had players fighting, arguing. We had all sorts going on in the dressing rooms. Andy Cole, Teddy Sheringham, the likes. Do you know what I mean? Gary Neville kicking off with Schmeichel and Keane and Schmeichel.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what I mean? We had players kicking off constantly. They hated each other. They wanted to prove on the field that I'm better than you.
Because they want to win.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's about. You've seen that again with Real Madrid. Some of their Galacticos and all that. Do you know what I mean? You know, winning teams, they don't care about, you know, friendships and, you know, feeling all happy and nice, enjoying. Oh, well, at least we had vibes with Lingard, Rashford, and Pogba. Do you know what I mean? Like, where did that get us?
That was vibes. Real talk. That was vibes.
Where did that get us?
Bro. Yeah. Sorry, Ash. But you're right.
Yeah, no.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll just go back to your point, Ash. I wanted to ask you, do you know, you're talking about Amorim getting the chant, and I think we've seen it for the last couple of years, it happening a lot, far too easily and quicker than it should be. To think about Alanga getting a song, Garnacho being given Ronaldo's song stupidly. Do you match going fan, so you know where I'm coming from. Do you think it's a case of fans getting overexcited and wanting to build that solidity in believing and having it as a culture that, you know, because United fans are always seen as backing players unless you're Pogba or Lingard, whatever. So do you think the reason why they're doing it is to show a front that we're United and we're always going to be, rather than them actually believing in this the lyrics of the song.
Yeah, I think
I back
You know
it.
what I mean?
But we got to be wiser than that. We got to understand. Listen, back the club,
agree.
chant the club's name, create new songs for the club. Do you know what I mean? Forget about Amorim, because Amorim's going to come and go. I mean, we don't know how good he's going to be. He's not guaranteed. The fact that he's getting himself, in the annals of history, off the back of just being signed by the club. It's madness. Those days are gone where players would, or at least signings would be guaranteed to be a success. We've got to be a little bit more wary.
Managers and players should not get a song until they've won a league title. That should be a rule in football.
Or a trophy. At least then you want a trophy.
A league title. No, anyone can win a shitty fucking league cup. Do you know what I mean? Look at
tell that to
Arteta. The FA Cup. He won an FA Cup, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Emery's
league title or nothing. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I agree.
You don't get a song until you've left. You're a legend. You've left the club. Then you get a song.
Yeah. Feel bad for the manager at the moment. He's so of his depth. The rate Rooney can bring the alterations we need. MUFC lead. Learn from Chelsea FC. You mess up, you out. Yeah, I agree. Amorim seasons come down to Burnley. He can't win there. He's already written his future. Day says it's not his CMs. Amorim tells his centre-backs not to push up, support the press, causing the donut. Prime Kante wouldn't solve this issue. It's tactical cowardice. Don F says super chat is for Ash, talking genius all stream. And Rants was right. We should have got Thomas Frank. But listen, Double A didn't want him, man, because he called him Moisey. Remember that, Double A? You called him David Moyes.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Because it has to do with the culture at United. It's not about him. I said he would come in, and I believed it would be a similar situation to Moyes.
Wow.
Double A, forget that. Double A, you could have just said.
You're lying. I did not say he's the level of David Moyes. I said he would come in and it would be like David Moyes.
Why would he be like David Moyes though?
Because Moyes came in with
Double A.
And I think the challenge. Listen. You know, let me land.
I'm trying to help you here, Double A. Do you know what I mean? Poch won 4-0 at Man City. Poch won 4. Just say that. Poch won 4-0 at Man City last season. That's it.
It's nothing to do because Spurs are Spurs, yeah. Manchester. We've seen Van Gaal, Jose come here and get, pardon the pun, swallowed up at Manchester United because of the poison chalice. I believe Thomas Frank would do the same thing.
Man. Thomas Frank is better than what you're saying. He's not David Moyes. He's someone who's tactically astute, who can adapt to his team, who's shown improvements in his team, who's leveled up Brentford. He's now leveling up Tottenham, and he's showing a clear identity already.
That's true, but he wouldn't last. He wouldn't last at Manchester.
You know what? The Colts would have killed him.
How is that right? How is
just
that?
Like Moyes? Just like Moyes.
I've given you facts here. What have you brought to the table to suggest that Thomas Frank would be a David Moyes?
Because I think Manchester United at the moment, with where we are at this moment in time,
we're not bigger than Thomas Frank though.
He's too toxic for him to survive.
No. Forget the toxicity. Is he a good enough manager to be manager at Man United, Thomas Frank?
Could he be a Manchester manager United? Yes. Would he be a success at Manchester United now? No.
That was the question though. We didn't really think that.
But that's why I've linked him to Moyes.
Wait. Would you take him over Amorim now? Would you take him now?
I'd take you over Amorim right now.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
No, but say you got it wrong. Say you got it wrong, though. Say you got it wrong, though. Just be honest. Admit what you said about him.
Wrong. No, I'm not wrong.
Anyway.
Shocking.
Big up to Frank would be different because we have Ineos now. Yeah, stable structure as well.
I don't know, but we've always been. No, come on, don't start licking their backsides saying it's stable.
No, but saying though, it's got structure behind it.
Brother, they're no different. The Glazers are still there.
I think for me, like I said to you,
but what we're talking about, the Glazers are still there making decisions, bro.
We're getting Le Mans, right? We're getting the new goalkeeper, which should be an improvement on the two. Do you recommend that we're gonna go and get a midfielder by the end of the window? Do you not believe we're gonna get a midfielder? And if we don't, should we then change our targets for the season if we don't get a midfielder? Because if we don't, I've said top 5 Man United, but I'm starting to maybe. I'm not saying I am. I demand, but what I think will happen will be a bit like it's gonna, bro. If we can't really see a midfield that's gonna progress and it's gonna be the point where it's gonna stop us from winning games. So I'm like, bro, I might have to reconsider this 5th position because I'm just like, this midfield is so important and it's really, really like it's you see what I'm trying to say? Plus the manager as well. If we changed our manager and we went to a 4-3-3, I would say, you know what? We could win. We could get top 4 with a 3 in midfield. Do you get what I'm trying to say, man? But with the situation we're in right now, I'm seriously like, yo, man, it's peak, bro. We need to get a midfielder, man. And I don't know who's available. Beleba, apparently he came off today, wasn't great, and apparently, you know, people are saying that he's not really, you know, it's not really like heads in the game. Who else is out there? You lot tell me, like. Is there a name, Shells? You've got a name for me?
Still, that's not our job. That's Ineos, bro.
I hear you, man.
Go and grab who you need to grab.
No, bro, play the game. Play the game, bro. Who would you like? Bro, who would you like, though?
Who would I like?
Yeah, man.
They say it's still on.
I was so stuck on Beleva, bro. My head's not even responsive. Do you know what I mean? I can't say I've said Lucien Ogume before. I said Stiller. I just want a competing midfielder. That's all I want. I don't want my 6 having 70% of the 70% pass accuracy. 70 under 70%. Casemiro, and then Bruno doesn't help as well. He probably had 80. We need a someone that's in there that's going to keep the ball, and so we have fewer turnovers. We have far too many turnovers and transitions in our games, and that's why we can't control football matches. I want to see our team controlling football matches. Get me a competing midfielder, whoever it is. Whether it's Stiller, whether it's Lucien Ogume.
Yeah, sorry, Charles. You know, I'd love Kamara at Villa. They're struggling with PSR issues and all that. I like Kamara. Still a bit of one, but I don't feel like we need one midfielder. I feel like we need 2. I mean, we've had Eriksen, we've lost Eriksen, we've lost Toby Collier. Do you know what I mean? So we need 2 midfielders there. We needed midfielders before them too. Do you know what I mean? So we're in a situation. Yeah, so we're in a situation where we desperately need 2 midfielders. We have to get at least 1.
Yeah, but we're not going to get 2. That's the problem now, man. It's not going to be 2. Unfortunately, it's going to be 1.
It would have been 2 if we sold Bruno, innit? It would have been 2 if we sold Bruno. Now Bruno is being used as a midfielder, so we're only going to get 1. But it has to be someone that's going to complement whoever that's playing there. Whether that's Bruno, whether that's Casemiro, whether that's Ugarte, we need someone that's going to be the mainstay. Everyone else has it. All the top clubs have it. They have Caicedo, Chelsea. They have Rice at Arsenal. They have Rodri at City. Do you get what I'm saying? I can even go down to the lower teams. I'll take a João Gomez. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like any team you look at has a mainstay in that midfield. United don't. Go and address it. How have we not addressed this position since Michael Carrick?
I think our big problem is, and it goes back to the question you asked about what can a manager do. I generally don't think it matters who we go and buy. If they're playing alongside Bruno, the midfield is cooked. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right.
So
double A, at least then if that's the case, then that's fair. That's what we have to die on because the club has chosen to keep it. However, I don't want to see my midfielder at the top level in the Premier League under 70% as a number 6.
No, bro.
What you're doing is recycling the ball. How do you possibly get under 70% recycling the ball as the number 6? You're meant to keep things ticking. You're meant to break lines and have the safety of passes, if anything. It just shows me he's launching it. Do you get what I'm saying? Under 70%, I don't realize how bad that is.
It's terrible. But I agree. But I just think if you can't address the glaring issue of Bruno in that midfield, and imagine we got a Belieber on the last day, it needs to be Belieber Manu. I'm so sorry. It has to be. Like, what I just don't see any other thing that gets us anywhere further up the table. Ugarte, no. Casemiro, no. And Bruno, absolutely hell no. So I don't think we get a midfielder. I just think the club will keep it as it is because there's no money.
But even then, though, you still have to, as a manager, still need to present yourself well. You still, even if you still have problems, how can you best nullify and make sure you don't expose them problems out in the open so that your team is weak? You also got to have a duty as a manager to still, prepare your team well enough that you don't expose your own weaknesses. You have to. If you don't do that, then I'm sorry, you're not always going to get every single player. You're not always going to get certain positions and whatnot. Like, you're not. So don't expose yourself for that. You know what I'm trying to say?
What one thing a manager has to be great at is putting out fires within the team. He has to know, where the issues are being caused and what he can do to solve them. At the moment, he doesn't seem to be able to do any of that, and I don't see how he does that with what we'll go into the season with. If it is just the goalkeeper we bring in, if there's no midfield there, I think we're in trouble, mate. I think it could be tenfold worse with that midfield this season. Genuinely.
I don't know, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Grimsby, then we go to Burnley, man. Just give us a break already. I'm already wanting a break, international break. Like man, international break couldn't come sooner. You lot complain about international break. I don't even want to watch this team, man. Already, I'm like, bro, it's tiring, bro. Because it's like you've literally had all preseason and you've got the same problems. The same. I don't want to be moaning about the same things, man. Do you think we want to be here moaning about the same things, bro?
Never. Can I say, Grimsby game, Shells is saying he wants to see that front three start. Personally, I'm
trolling. I'm trolling. I want to see Sesko start, though. I want to see
Sesko has to start at least.
Do you know what? I'd say play the under 18s. I'd rather watch JJ and Cairo, to be honest with you. I'd rather see them.
Yo, JJ Gabriel, trust me.
Yeah, brother. I'd rather see them playing,
Yeah, crazy.
They'll get us back. They'll get us back, let me tell you.
Yeah, man. It's actually mad, bro. Like, again, like I said to you, man, I think for me, this team, it's not as bad as what we think, man. I genuinely mean it, guys. Like, this team is not a bad team. What's happening is where we're making it look like a bad team, and that comes from coaching. I'm sorry, man. Look at the team today, bro. Look at the bench. Look at the options. You're telling me that Man United team there had a position today where they lost or they didn't do anything. I mean, 3 shots on target in the whole game is diabolical, man. Look at this, guys. They had more possession than us. Our passing accuracy was 82%. Look at this, bro. 10 shots and 3 on target. 2 of them came in the first half.
I said it best. You're chasing a game, or you're looking for a goal to win the game. You've got Xerxes and Manu on the bench, and you bring on Maguire and Heaven. Says it all. And I think that sets the tone for what you are and how risk averse you actually are in getting a result, because you're too scared to lose.
Yeah,
we can't live like that in the Premier League. We can't live like
that. You can't. I'm sorry, you can't. You just can't, man. Yeah, I mean,
it's the culture of the club as well, though. That's the frustrating thing. Do you know what I mean? We're there singing as football fans, playing the Busby way and all that. Do you know what I mean? That's our culture, is attack. It's madness that we go there and expecting Maguire to bail us out last minute. It's frustrating.
No, it's you know what, man?
Man.
That was, when I look back at it now, like, that's embarrassing, man. You had 2 attackers on the bench and you brought on Heaven and Maguire. What minute did they come on, by the way? Was it the 90th minute, 85, 87? What minute was it? Let me go on the United report. Guys, do we know what minute it was when they came on?
It was late. Anyway, it was late. It was the last ditch attempt to try and salvage something out of the game, and he's gone to 2 centre-backs.
Was it last minute, though?
It feels like it was like 80 odd minutes, 84, 85.
6:16. So what time's that? At 6:16, 87th minute, and there was 6 minutes added on. Was it 5 minutes added on?
Yeah, 5 minutes added on.
That's
what I'm saying. Why don't you just throw a striker on? Why don't you throw a striker on? I don't get it. I really don't understand it. I just.
But the manager again, go 2 up front. Why do you go 2 up front? Take a centre back out.
Yeah, man.
Because he can't break the system. He can't break the system. He doesn't know what's going to happen when.
That's bollocks, mate. Are you mad? Don't break the system, but you don't want to win the game. Bollocks, mate.
This manager.
How bad this is. He's actually saying, I don't want to take off an extra defender because that means I'll change my system. And I've got to be seen, by the way, as being, I won't change my ideas. Piss off, man.
We stayed at a back 3. Like, look at the Europa League final. We stayed at back 3. We could have took a centre back off and pushed another player up.
The warning signs were there. The warning signs were there. I don't know why you man are complaining. I don't even know why we're complaining, guys. The manager did it in the Europa League final. We were there, Ash. You literally didn't put Manu on until the 90th minute. Garnacho in the 70-odd minute. And we played the same way. Nothing changed, just personnel.
He's showing his cards. And how scared he is.
I don't know. It's mad, guys. It's mad. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, man, I don't know whether them Bruno rumors are true. I don't believe they are. I don't think he'll take it. And I think United will end up signing Le Mans, and that will be it from us. And we might sell Garnacho. We'll sell Anthony on loan. Actually, we won't even sell him. He'll go on loan. And yeah, that's it, man. You know what I mean? And then we'll be stuck with the same team. Peak, man. It's peak. Let's hope it changes, man. Let's hope there's wins against Grimsby and Burnley. Because boy, man, international break could be depressive for a lot of United fans.
We need the confidence boost, don't we, Shells?
Bro, it's crazy, bro.
We're starving out here, bro. I'm telling you. It's a drought. It's a drought around here, bro. I'm telling you.
Malnourished.
Yeah, man. What also is a drought, is the likes 1.2K, and we've had nearly over 3K in here the whole time, man. You lot are a disgrace, man. You know, my voice is gone, and you lot don't even have the courtesy to like the video. I'm not even asking for a lot, man. Them. All I'm asking is to like the video, guys. Push the channel out, man. You lot want to see channels, that spout shit to you lot and tell you everything's going to be okay. I ain't here for that shit, man. If you want propaganda, if you want mainstream media talking to you, by all means, go to them channels. I ain't about that, man. And I'm calling them out this year. It's all good and well, talking when you're in a professional environment. Call it out, man. Call it out, bro. Stop pissing around, and spouting positive shit, bro. We're not here for that. Call it out. Say it how it is. I don't give a shit if people perceive me as a negative fan. I'm just a passionate United fan, bro. But you want to sit on the fence and just when it's shit now, don't really say anything. But when it's positive and when we seem to turn the corner, you're going to come out and say, I told you so. Like, seriously, man, piss off, bro. Really and truly. And I couldn't give a shit who this offends. I really couldn't, man. Because at the end of the day, I'm just going to call it as I see it. If I see something that's positive, I'll call it out. But when it's shit and it's like this, I don't want anything. I'm not here to get shit out of the club. I don't want anything out of anyone. I just want Man United to be good. I want Man United to win. I want Man United to be successful. That's my prerogative. That's my aim. And that's who I am. So you lot, like I said to you, man, it's who you want to see and who you want to listen to. Me here, you're not going to get any of the bullshit. I'm just going to tell you how it is. You might like it, you might not. But I'm going to be true to myself. Simple as that. And that's how we're going to end the show. People, like the video. Big up to Ash. Love for coming on, bro.
No, as always, Saeed, you know what I mean? It softens the blow of the result, being on, and, it's a pleasure as always to speak to Shells and Double A and you boys in the chat. Content for me, check Ash Meppers, YouTube. I do vlogs and other stuff, so you can go subscribe, follow on there. But yeah, make sure you're hitting the like button and you're following these boys as well. So I appreciate you having us on as always.
Good to see you on Fan Reaction TV today. Is that your first time on there?
Yeah, that's his first time.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I've not even watched it, but it is. I mean, I'll take it.
Good to see you.
Yeah, man. Bro. I'm sure 4 Tunes will be on my case on Monday. Like, go easy on me. Like 4 Tunes, man. Please go easy on me, man. Like, I'm just suffering out here, man. Word to Amrin, man. We're suffering. You know what I mean? Yeah, big up to Double A, man. Let them know, man. What are you saying?
Yeah, bro. Good to be back. Obviously, it's been a slow summer for me, but yeah, man. Everything will be back soon, bro. As it's been a madness, but yeah, fucking back here, innit? Talking this shit again, getting wound up, having a chat, going mad at me after 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, are you three trying to gang up on it? Do you know what I mean? It is what
Nah.
I told you.
We're going to challenge you, man. We're going to challenge you.
I'm on demon settings this season. I'm on demon settings this season. I'm up for the fight. But anyway, as always, it's an absolute pleasure to always be on Saeed. Opens up his channel to, I was going to say the best creators in the world, but sometimes they're not, because I've seen some of the people on it. But anyway, to everyone, because he's a nice guy and he wants to give everyone a voice, is what we're practically saying. So yeah, always good to be with my twin, Ash. And again, with Shell's second time, but always good, man. Obviously, the best chat on YouTube. I just like pissing people off. I'll be honest. I do it in my personal life, and I do it on here. That's the best thing. Myself, obviously, FCAA. That's where I live. The videos will be returning very, 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 very soon. So yeah, just keep involved, keep checking up on me, and then make sure you follow these man as well, because all doing good stuff
man.
as always, man.
Yeah, Shells, man. Make sure you follow Shells, man. Good guy, man. We need to get Shells to 1K, man. Let's keep pushing it, man. Shells, let them know.
Yeah, big up, man. It's nice always to come on here. Do you know what I mean? It's United therapy. We got to lay it out. We got to suffer, Amarin said. So we're suffering together. It's good to see Ash as always. Good to see Double A. Appreciate you, Saeed, as always. Subscribe to my channel, Match Day Shows. There'll be a vlog next week. I'll be going to the Burnley game. I'm going to be doing some IRL content.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to see Match Day Shows on the pitch. Do you know what I'm saying? So that'll be good as well. Man. So yeah, subscribe to my channel, man. I've been a lot more consistent over there. Appreciate it.
Come on. Yeah, man. Links to all the channels are in the description, people. Follow them over there. I'll be back tomorrow morning, man. I got troops to deal with. Tomorrow, I got midday live to deal with. But listen, I'm used to it, man. I'm used to getting just cooked in it, because what can I say in it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, United, innit? United let me down. I'm not going to just lie in it. So we're going to get cooked. We have to face it. You lot in work have to face it. That's the reality, man. Just got to hold it, firm it, and just hope for better days, man. You know what I'm saying? But people, we're gonna raid United Real Therapy. Nuruddin is live with the gang. Please go over there, subscribe to his channel, support his channel, and I'll see you tomorrow, people. United, 1 point in 6. Is it time to panic? Take care.